downhill from here. Let's do one more. Chill. What's up, y'all? What's going on? What's going on with you? Chill. 5x5, y'all can hear me? 2x4, as our rhythm would say. There's my guitar riff. Yeah. 5x5's coming through. That's what's up. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for joining me tonight. You know what I'm saying? Hello to everyone and everybody. Hello to y'all. How y'all doing on this fine evening? I'm all alone. That's why I got jacked up on the tunes earlier. I'm sitting there listening to tunes. But Niecy's not here with me, so of course something's gonna mess up. Y'all know if I don't have Niecy with me, something's about to go wrong. So of course I forgot to share it. So I'm sitting there and I turn it on, I look down, I'm like, wait, I'm not sharing this right now. I better go share this real quick. Sorry for the hold up. But hey, at least we wasn't cussing and shit in the first minute, you know what I'm saying? Chia. Hey, do y'all realize that, like, 98% of the time when I do a live since the very beginning, like, I've never... well, the morning shows, I used to have some things written down, like who would be going live that day and, you know, something to talk about, because I had to do it every morning. And in the morning, it's just like, damn, man, your mind, you know, ain't woke up yet. But, like, anytime I've ever done a live at night, like, my idea was to never have anything in particular to talk about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just be like off the top of the head type shit. I figured that would be the most original way to do things. And like other people that I work with, even AJ, like me and AJ talked about doing stuff and having like segments or be more organized with it. And I was just so dead set on, nah, man, I want it to be mayhem. I just want it to be off the cuff, you know, whatever the hell comes out, you know what I mean? I think it's worked a little bit, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm sure you're more organized and you do shit, you can, you know, grow on YouTube or whatever like that. But, you know, back then, growing on YouTube wasn't even a thought. It was just hang out, have some fun, do something different, be different, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we've always maintained to do. So like a lot of times when I hit that live button, y'all, I don't got shit, like nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just before I'm throwing on a shirt and petting my cat, throwing a ball, because I got a cat that'll fetch a ball and bring it back to you. I'm throwing the ball to the cat. I'm, you know, looking at other people on YouTube or finishing up a show I'm watching or something. And it's kind of hard because you don't want to copy nobody and shit like that. So like when you're watching stuff, you got to make sure that if you end up mentioning something that you seen on another channel, boom, bam, bip, you got to mention their name and stuff, and you don't want to dive too deep into it because you don't want to steal their heat or something. You know what I'm saying? So reason I'm talking about that right there is because when I was clicking through the videos, I seen a video from 3 days ago from Monkey Works, and on his thumbnail it said calm before the storm, and I was like, oh shit, man, that's what I did last night. I hope he don't think that I stole his shit. Not saying that he watches me, he probably don't watch me, you know what I'm saying? I've never talked to him or nothing like that, but I honestly didn't see that until today, earlier, just about an hour ago, and I was like, oh shit, here I am copying somebody's thumbnail and shit, you know? So, Monkey Works, if you get the word, brother, I didn't know you had that, man. I didn't catch that video, man. I didn't know you had that. So anyway, what's going on, y'all? What's up, man? Y'all hearing all this new shit. I know y'all hearing all this new shit about this new variation. There's a new transformation. Shit gonna get wild, y'all. U.S. already gonna shut down the border to some places and stuff, just like UK did last night or yesterday or whatever. But you know, I keep seeing the people that's reporting on this thing, and they're like, they just found out about it yesterday. Yesterday it was like, today was the first day we found out about it. And I always was sitting there thinking, I was like, I've had a lot on my mind, but I know damn well I've heard about this before today. And then Arkansas Living text, and he was like, man, I should have did a video on this a couple days ago, man, when I first heard about it. And I was like, I knew it. I knew that this shit was being talked about before yesterday. You know what I'm saying? But it's some deep shit. It's some deep shit. What y'all think, man? Y'all think it's just another thing? I'm gonna say like this. We deal with things that we've dealt with for decades. You know, the flu, colds, all kinds of stuff, you know, mumps, measles, all kinds of stuff, chicken pox. Now, I'm not saying all those are viruses, but y'all tell me something, man, that it really bugs me, and y'all might even know, you know, because, you know, the chat be on fire. Y'all know shit that I don't know, but have y'all ever, I mean, we've been dealing with chicken pox for how long? I ain't ever heard of that thing mutating every 3 to 4 months or every 5 to 6 months. We've been dealing with colds our whole lives, ever since we was kids with runny noses and shit. I ain't heard of no mutations like every 6 months from a cold. I mean, the flu. Now, I remember Silverback was talking about it, and I think I got it wrong. I said there was only two, there was A and B, because that's what I had heard, but I might have been wrong on that night. because it may be doing this thing, but we never hear about it. Like, you know, always changing and always doing this and doing that. Like, why all of a sudden is this thing doing what it's doing? You feel me, y'all? Do y'all feel me? I mean, this thing's gone bonkers. Now, I've said it in previous live streams. I've talked about it with my wife. I've talked about it with my family. I say when you take a dog and put a cat's head on it and put a snake's tail on its tail, and you put a mouse's legs on it, and then you wake it up, it's going to wake up and it's just going to go bonkers. It's not going to know what it is. It's not going to understand what's going on. It'll never be sane. It'll just be a crazy, wild animal. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what it is. I think we're dealing with a crazy, wild animal that has been put together. And if I get in trouble for it, I get in trouble for it. But, and this is why I think so strongly that natural ain't the word to use with it. You know, and you can't look at natural things and the natural ways of everything that's happened on Earth and what we've studied. You can't look at this and say, well, it's natural for this. Well, it's natural for that. No, motherfucker, because this thing ain't natural. This ain't natural. You know, this ain't nature. This is human beings. Human beings fucking with shit. Y'all feel me? Press 1. I mean, I know y'all probably sick of hearing about this shit, but I just want to keep putting it out there, man, because I think it's complete bullshit. I just think it's bullshit. We always got to, well, the scientists know, I don't know what they know, because they know about natural shit. They don't know about shit that's been slapped together with this and that, and then going bonkers every which way but loose. You know what I'm saying? Don't make a whole lot of sense to me, man. Don't make a whole lot of sense to me. And then they keep coming at us with all this bullshit. You don't think they're gonna use this shit against us? Or not let me rephrase it. Maybe to be a little nicer to YouTube. You don't think that they're going to do things because of this? Things that we're not gonna be too agreeable with? You know, I remember Hutch a couple months ago. Me and Hutch were talking, and he was like the first one to talk to me and be like, man, I really, truly believe we're going to have lockdowns this winter. He's like, get ready, man. We're going to have lockdowns. And I was sitting there thinking, I was like, man, I don't know. I don't know if we'll have lockdowns or not. You know, I had feelings and shit. You know, I get it wrong. And maybe I'm not wrong, though, but I get it wrong. I mean, shit, I ain't perfect by no means. Y'all know that. But I can see it coming. I can see it coming. They're already building up the talk about this thing. You know, they talking about this thing like it's the shit gonna make the Spanish flu look like a chump. They're already shutting down borders and shit. Got other countries shutting down borders. You got every news station pumping that shit out like crazy. Got everybody thinking about it. You know, I'm seeing other channels, they're talking about it too. I mean, everybody's talking about it. Everybody's thinking about it. I mean, what a way to pump this thing back up. What a way to get us right back knee deep in shit in our minds to worry about this motherfucking thing, man. It's craziness. But the worst thing about it all is that you can't just, no matter what, you got to pay attention and you got to at least think about it. You know what I'm saying? You can't just hear something and be like, oh, nah. Because what sooner or later there's going to be something that is going to be really bad. And they're going to work us so much to where we won't give a fuck when it is, so they can get rid of all the free thinkers and all the strong-minded people and all the people that don't fall for bullshit. Wouldn't that be the easiest way to get rid of them? Because you know they don't want free thinkers. I swear, I think countries look at North Korea like, damn, they got it going on. You know, they think their leader is a god. Biden probably sits back in his house and shit, well, in his basement. And when he can think clear sometimes, he probably sits there, man, I sure would like to be looked at as a god. You know? They all like them god complexes and shit. Is that the word? You got the right word? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I just been thinking about it, man, going back and forth, because I see some people, you know, talking about it and just trying to give out the news that's coming out about it, like Shrimp Zoo, he tries to stay down the line, man. If y'all really pay attention to Shrimp Zoo, he's a real one. He barrels down that line. He don't lean this way, he don't lean that way. He puts up with a lot of trolls and a lot of shit talk and goes through hell to do what he does, and he just does it and puts the info out there as he gets it. But then you got, you know, some who completely just don't believe nothing at all. Just, I don't even want to hear that shit. I don't give a shit about this thing. Don't tell me no more about that. I don't ever want to hear it again. And then you got the ones that are like, oh my God, grab your mask. Oh, I can't wait till, you know, they get some more of them things. I hope they hurry up and get a thing for this one. You know what I'm saying? So with so many different things out there, it's like, what do we do, man? What do we do? Do y'all think this thing is already here? Okay, first, let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think that there really is this thing? This they say it's the 5th serious transformation. I'm saying transformation, y'all, to be slick. You know what I'm saying? Press 1 if you think that there really is this transformation, or you think it's just another. If I don't see no ones, I get it. Oh, no ones. Okay. Well, I got to tell you, man. I think there might be something up here. I think, yeah, prepping outside the box, no doubt. One, but hyped. Yeah, no doubt. And it's fun. Don't y'all think that it's a little bit irresponsible for them to do all this fear shit about it when they're sitting there saying, but we really don't know. We don't know yet. We have to do more tests. We have to find out information, but we think it's this, and this. That's kind of like, you know, that's like us in the prepping community coming out saying in 3 days there's going to be a meteor that's going to hit the earth, so y'all better get prepped up because we only got 3 days to live. With no, you know, they're doing all this scaring shit, and they're sitting there whispering, but we really don't know. You know, we got to do more tests. It just looks that way. It seems to look that way. It's like, man, hold up, man. Shouldn't they be doing the fear thing like after they find out, after the studies, after they really figure it out? You know, not go so hard on the, oh my God, get scared like a motherfucker. You know, ain't that kind of weird? Then they're messing with the stock market. Y'all seen the stock market? Charlotte, man, look, I gotta tell y'all, man, I'm kind of embarrassed. Anybody that seen the live when I was talking about investing in Bitcoin, we invested a little bit in Bitcoin. Man, we lost 7%. 7% over this bullshit, man. I'm like mad as hell, man. I'm like, man, y'all better give me my 7% back. 7%? Because of some what? You gotta get, man, fuck. TT1, you might be right, man. If shit goes downhill, man, if this thing ends up being the one that's really that bad, 401ks might be in jeopardy. Everything might be in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Only thing I'm saying though is I think they're not telling us everything, because when was the last time during this whole 2 years that we've been going through this shit? When was the last time that they shut down borders? And they do it immediately. Like the UK, it was within hours. Boom, shut down. Y'all motherfuckers ain't coming over here. And then the very next day, America's like, nah. You motherfuckers ain't coming over here. They didn't do that with Delta. They didn't do that with the other, whatever the names were. So why are they, and why ain't they telling us why? You know, tell us the truth, man. I've always said, tell us the truth and let us handle it. You know what I mean? Don't tell us what to do. Just tell us the truth and we'll handle it. But we all know we ain't gonna get no truth out of them motherfuckers. Ever. You think they trying to crash the stock market? You think they trying to, because we all know that it's been manipulated. You know, they've been printing money and doing all kinds of shit to make things all look good and all this and all that. And you think they trying to do this stock market thing, and they're doing it right before Christmas too. I know some of y'all gotta have some deep thoughts on this shit. Yeah, I hear that, Japheth, no doubt. It's what they do, man. It's what they do. Damn, throat. But I was wrong yesterday, too, because I told y'all that I thought something was going to happen today, and I ain't see nothing happen. So, I mean, good thing, but I was wrong again. I really thought something was going to happen today, man. I thought it was going to be something stupid. Anybody go Black Friday shopping? Any of y'all go out there and deal with the mob? Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I'm missing all kinds of chats. I would go back, but then I would just be behind. So I'm just gonna roll with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna roll with y'all. 1 p.m. I was thinking that it might not even be that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, because so many people would just use Amazon and shit like that, especially when they're doing all this scare shit on the TV. You know, they start talking about this new thing. Hold on, where UGP? Damn, y'all jumping tonight. Y'all going for it. Market crash under, and this is all you fake. That is out now. I hear that. UGP, no doubt, man. You know, I listen to you, man. I listen to you deep. When you do your live streams, man, I sit back and I listen, man. I don't take nothing you say for no joke. All the stuff you talk about, I take it all in, my friend. I truly do. And I hope others watch your stuff too, man. Because you've been around the block a few times. You know what I'm saying? You know what you're talking about. You learn a lot. Sometimes, man, it's better to learn. I ain't no teacher. I don't know, Monique. Does anybody know? Amazon go on strike? That would have been a motherfucker. I don't think as many people would have went out and went shopping today. I think people are going to wait till Cyber Monday. Ain't it Cyber Monday? Ain't it that's like this Monday where you do all your shopping online and shit? That's what's up. That's what's up. If Niecy around, she can drop that link. Well, she might have already. I don't know. I hear that. You know, I never used to worry about that shit, man. You know, I never used to worry about the stock market until I got with Niecy and she works in investments. So then I constantly kept an eye on it. Because, you know, the stock market goes down, Niecy's work picks up because 50,000 people call her, oh, my God, what about my money? What about my money? I mean, the stress they go under when the stock market shit drops, man, it goes bonkers. People lose their damn minds. But I can see why, man. Imagine having imagine having $100,000 invested in something. And then all of a sudden, one day, drops 7%, like it dropped on me with the Bitcoin. So you're gonna lose what 7% of 100,000? What's that? $70,000 or $7,000 or some shit? Oh shit! There he is. What up? What up?
What's up, dude? What's been going on?
Man, same old, man. Watching the stock market and watching all these people talk about this shit going on. Everybody's talking about it, man.
Yeah. No, I've been skimming around today on all that kind of stuff to see what people are saying. They even saw the interview, old whatever you want to call him did when he was talking about it. And like you said, just like what you said, we don't know anything. We think it might be this. We got to do tests and stuff, but we don't. They had no clue. They're just like, oh, man, this could be something. Like, wait, how are you going to say something like that just to mess with people's emotions?
Yeah. And they had to know what would happen when they did it. So that's why I say, like, things like this, you got to look at what happens because of it. And then I look at the stock market, and I'm like, okay, so what are they trying to do? What are they trying? Is this the beginning of the push to crash the stock market, go into a depression, boom, dark winter, and then they come back with a whole new shit? And it's just like everybody's been saying, the reset.
Dude, to be honest, I really didn't think anything would happen till next year. I didn't think anything. And now I don't know it's going to turn, come around from what's going on right now with everything dropping at the same time. I have no idea. But I really didn't think anything was going to start developing until next year. Like for reset stuff,
Right.
I figured they try to end the year somewhat stronger. I don't know. Like try to make it look like under, the new admin that we've got something positive going.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were just going to continue to tank.
Right. You know what else, man? Is we've known since the beginning. I'm gonna talk about it a little bit tonight, man. Fuck it. When this thing broke out in 2020, we all knew that it takes sometimes it takes 12 to 14 days to even show its ugly face after it's inside you, right? So here they go talking about this stuff, and let's just put it into perspective. In the past week, it's showed up in people. So that means, and they're saying that it could have an R naught that's like measles or above and stuff like that. So that means it just spreads like wildfire, right? Yeah. So that's already, you got to think, that's already 14 days that this thing's been floating around. Because now somebody's showing, there's a few people showing, and it's showing up in different places. Now, this dude that got on the airplane and went to Hong Kong, everybody thinks, oh shit, better watch out, Hong Kong. No, wait a minute. You got to watch out for everybody that was on that plane. You got to watch out for everybody that was in both those airports or 4 airports in case they switched planes, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's already going to be out of control if it is what they say it could possibly be.
I mean, I don't know. That's why I said it was hyped. I think it's hyped earlier, because if you really think, if it's really, really bad, in my opinion, if it's really, really bad, and obviously, yeah, for some, everything's bad for some people. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's always stuff that's going to be bad, and if it affects you, it's going to be more serious, obviously. But like as a person, like if it affects your family or anything like that, obviously it's more serious. But what's up, Virginia? But how do you sit there and lock down and do all this kind of stuff to populations, but still let them go to work, still let them go get groceries, still, if it was serious? Why would you why wouldn't you have humanitarian missions and stuff like that? Why wouldn't you have people handing out stuff door to door as things like that to keep, right, if it's serious.
Right.
So I feel like it's
all right. Well, let me hit you with this though. Let's look at it from a different perspective. Yeah. Let's look at it like we do believe the media right now, and that everything that's been going on might be related to this. Yeah. Let's look at all of Europe. And how Nisi broke down the different countries. They're all locking down and doing all this shit, that completely locking down and shit. Then you turn around and you say, okay, the government would never want Wall Street to fall, ever. They would never want that to happen. They do everything they can to keep it from doing that. But boom, they do this, even though that's going to happen. They know it's going to happen, but this is so serious that they need to get it out. I'm just looking at it from a different perspective. If we believed in our government, if we believed in our media, so if you looked at everything going on, you could look at it both ways. You could look at it like, okay, well, maybe they are doing big things. Maybe that's why they've been pushing this thing so badly, even though they're saying this might not work with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Boom, bam, bit. But there is a lot of things that you could look at and say, okay, maybe that's why. I even talked about it on another live that maybe that's the reason they're pushing this thing. It was just a scenario that we talked about. What if they're pushing the thing so damn hard because they know something's about to happen that's gonna, be so damn bad that.
What if they're trying? Okay, so he reopened his little argument for businesses, right? Our little admin guy. He reopened the argument with them. He's trying to get
who?
Biden.
Okay.
His admin's been pushing it again. They got shut down. So maybe, what if this is just another ploy, another push to kind of regain the momentum that they had? You know what I mean? What if it was another ploy for I don't know, for whatever kind of
agenda,
or whatever they're wanting to implement.
Yeah.
But, I get what you're saying. I could what if it all day, right?
yeah. That's what I do, man. Like I don't take nothing. I know I say a lot of things. Some people get mad at me sometimes about some of the shit I say, but they don't understand that I try to look at everything in every different possible way, because you don't get the truth to begin with. So you got to look at everything. Like, believe nothing, consider everything.
Yeah.
Believe nothing, consider everything. Man, you know what? I'm going to put that on a banner right now.
Hell yeah.
Believe nothing, consider everything. Every thong? I put thong, man. Every thong.
Believe every thong, the thong.
Right. All right, let's see if I can. Boom. Oh, shit. I forgot to click the thing.
Me and my dad used to sit there and say stuff like that. We'd be like, there's two sides to every story, and the third one's right. You know?
Oh, shit. It ain't scrolling.
You got to hit that scroll, the marquee or whatever.
Shit.
You know this, and you know this.
I got to redo it and everything. Okay, here. Scroll, boom, save.
Nisi to the front desk, please.
I know, man. Nisi leaves me and all hell breaks loose at the crib, man. Even my cat's going nuts. Cat keeps coming up to me looking, and then the cat will look over at Nisi where Nisi always sits on the couch. And he looking back at me like, I'm like, man, she gone, motherfucker. I don't know what to tell you. It's me and you. We rolling solo.
I got some new goodies for the winter though.
What'd you get, man? What'd you get?
Hold on, I'll show you. So my buddy dropped by and handed me some late gifts. And I've been meaning to get this. You know what this is, but I was just excited to get it. But that jet boil.
Oh shit, man, froze up. Oh shit, hell yeah!
These things are money, dude. And then he sent me this stuff right here, right? It's like this super lightweight down insulated like jacket, right?
It's got goose feathers, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
The pants. It comes in like a small little bag, so you can compress it down and put it in your pack and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
With the pants and the jacket to go with it. I was like, I'm ready to go hunting now. Shoot.
Hell yeah. Shit, that's what's up, man.
I know. I got all excited. Little giggle.
Damn right.
So oh, go ahead.
No, holla at me.
I was gonna say, so what do you think's gonna? Because I already said I didn't think anything till next year. What do you think's gonna happen with everything, man?
Oh shit, man.
You're gaming it, kind of, you know.
Yeah, if it is what they say it could be, I think we're looking at some harsh times, man. Some government overreach, some more mandates, some lockdowns. I think it's going to go bonkers, and it's going to be the same thing as 2020, maybe even worse.
So I got a question then. So what's up, Josh?
What up? What up?
What up?
Hey, can I say one thing?
Yes, sir.
We are all going to die.
Y'all gonna die. I'm telling you, that's never gonna leave my head. Since the first time you said it, it just plays in my head all the time. Just you jumping up and they go, "We all gonna die."
We're out of here.
So what do you? Okay, so say they did implement it again, right? All these restrictions, I'll get all heavy on it, right? And my state already had a judge to say it's null and void. The judges,
right?
So how would that affect me? Would it not? You know what I mean? Would it just be a battle of like corporate interests, people that align with that side for whatever beneficial gain, and people that don't?
Well, I think the best thing we could do is watch states like yours and Florida and Texas. Yeah. But you got to be careful. But if you watch those states, if y'all get serious about it, then maybe we should really start looking at it like, oh, shit. Now, if it's just the Democratic states and cities doing it again and they're, overreaching and, pushing all that shit, and you got other states that are like, nah, we ain't dealing with this shit. And there's still, I think you just got to watch everything. Watch the numbers, watch the hospitals, watch the death rate, watch what different states are doing to handle it. Watch what other countries are doing. You know what I mean? Like, we sit back and we see all these European countries locking down and doing all this shit. And we just think about Australia. We're just like, nah, man, they're doing some wrong shit over there. They're doing some wrong. But really look at it and say to yourself, but why? And I know we think, oh, great reset, world domination, new world order. But we also got to take, we still got to consider other things. And it's kind of funny that all of Europe wants to lock down every damn country. You know what I'm saying?
All of Europe.
So yeah. Here's the other question then. We already have actually, I don't know the update on this. If you guys do, then you can throw it at me. But we already had, supply issues, right?
Right.
Shipping containers, all that labor shortage, all this stuff. If they, outside of our country, from a lot of, places we get imports and all that kind of stuff, go through a whole bunch of heavy restrictions and slow down their, exports and all that kind of stuff to us, how much more is that going to affect us on our supply end?
Yeah.
Not even talking about us getting restrictions or anything, but if they're slowing down and they're doing their little due diligence, I guess, for
and they're not producing goods.
Yeah,
then we can't get them. If they ain't producing, we can't get them. That's for sure.
Man, look.
Go
ahead.
Go ahead. No, you got it.
Conversation, man. Come on. Bro, if y'all can't tell that this is the collapse of the system, I don't know what to tell you. We can debate it. I'm just saying.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. This is what I think we should really be looking at when you have worries. We're preppers. We try to help people get prepped up, sometimes. That's what we do. I know on my channel we act a fool sometimes and we don't always do the prepping thing, but when it comes down to it, man, I've been prepping for over 20 years. I mean, that's no bullshit. No matter what you might think, new people come in and say, oh, this fucking dude ain't no prep, whatever. Think what you want, but I've been prepping heavy over 20 years.
We're so past
and
that.
what I see that people need to worry about is the same old thing, food, water. But I think people really need to start stocking up on medicine, man. Because I think that's going to be a huge problem next year. Could start before the end of this year. It's already hitting pharmacies. I don't care what nobody says, man. It took me 2.5 weeks to get a damn script. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not just going to be scripts from a doctor. It's going to be over-the-counter medicines. You're going to have a hard time finding certain shit and this shit. And then also, they might change it up because they don't have this to put in it, don't have that to put in it. So, hey, man, we're going to have to substitute it for this, and it ain't going to be as good. It ain't gonna work on that cold as good as it used to. It ain't gonna work on that flu as good as it used to. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So if you're coming to this channel tonight and you're looking for any advice whatsoever, man, stock up on medications, man, if you can.
Hey, can I throw something out there?
Yes, sir.
I use this. I'm just saying. Medzeno.com. I'm just saying. Check it out. You know what I mean? Yeah, good stuff, man. They do everything online. It's legit.
I remember you mentioning that.
Bro, I'm
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
It's legit. Man.
But what y'all think about the US, man, shutting down the borders to like Southern Africa, like seven different countries in Africa, I think it was.
Man.
Right?
You know what it makes me wonder about? Did Europe see this? Did Europe see this coming ahead of time with the craziness? Because we were like, man, why do you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on?
Massive lockdowns and regulations and mandates going on in Europe. I mean, they act like they scared of every damn thing.
Or it could all just be part of the plan, the fear campaign. You know what I'm saying? It's 50-50, bro. That's why I prep. Because no matter what it is, whether it's just the fear campaign or whether it's real, bro, I'm locking the doors, 90 days. Y'all do whatever y'all want to do on the outside world. I'm going to be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all better prep up.
But I really think this is going to last. Look, when it first started, it was 2 weeks to slow the curve. Look, it's been 2 years, man. It's been 2 years. We're going to go into the third year with what they're saying is going to be the worst hit ever. Go if you go look at the stat, like if you get a chance, watch Shrimp Zoo, man. He brings up these charts with cases and deaths and all these things, and it's like we never had a thing, man. Because if you look at the charts, they're jumping up like crazy, man. They're going bonkers. In some places, they're worse than it's ever been.
Yeah.
So, but look at this though. We've talked about it before. It's trying to survive, right? And no virus survives by being super deadly. If it kills its host, it doesn't survive.
I want to cut you off so bad.
Okay, no, go ahead.
I don't think it's trying to survive.
Okay, why?
This is what I truly believe. I think it's trying to find its naturalism.
What?
What do you mean?
Naturalism?
Because it's not natural. It's not natural. It was slammed together. I think it's trying to figure out what the fuck itself is and how to become natural. And I think it's this is not gonna react the same way as natural shit would. That's just my opinion.
You're going deep tonight, brother.
You
can't
my mind up.
when humans are involved and they start fucking with nature, man. Shit goes awry, you know what I'm saying? I think this thing just doesn't know how to get back to its normal, what it was before something fucked with it.
You think that's why it's bouncing around animals and humans?
Yeah, I mean, have you ever heard of anything like this before in your life? This thing is just all over the fucking place. From tigers to cats to dogs to turning into this, does this to some people, does that to some people. It goes in Brazil and changes into a Brazilian joint. It goes into Africa, changes into an African joint. It goes into, Mexico, changes into a Mexican joint. I mean, have y'all ever heard, have you ever in your life heard that the flu goes to Africa and it's an African variation, and then it goes into India and it's an Indian variation? No, no. This is come on, man. This thing is wild and crazy.
Okay, say it. Keep going, brother, because I'm listening to you. And what you're telling me is this is something that we have not seen
ever.
Exactly.
What if that's like what you're saying, following what you're saying, is trying to survive, right?
Yeah.
And it's going to these places and you're getting variants that they're called from that region and everything. What if it's trying to adapt to ethnicity, right? And that's why it's so jacked up here in the United States, because we're all over the place.
Yeah.
That it'll get here and it'll affect some people a lot more, and then all of a sudden these people not at all.
That's what's happening.
It'll jump the other way, and then it'll jump. You know what I mean?
That's what's happening.
What if it's trying to adapt to ethnicity? It can't do it here because our population's too diverse.
Look, Africa, the least vaccinated, supposedly, I don't know, allegedly, the most unvaccinated place on the planet. And so, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, okay. Hey, I used to love that show, man. So look, so if it is coming from there, and this thing is like, you know what I'm saying, so many times, so much worse than what we're dealing with now.
Yeah.
I mean, could it be because that area was you know what I'm saying? And like you said, it's trying to find the weakest link to build its strength, or is it?
But what I'm hearing is that it's hitting some places that are the most.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
all right. I'm
Now they're saying Shrimp Zoo said tonight. And I don't know. I hope Shrimp don't get in trouble, man. Because sometimes he just says what he wants and he don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But he said, yeah. See, I had to slow up there a second, man. Because if I said it just like he said it, we both be nailed. You know what I'm saying? But he said that they're thinking that it might have changed because of both the HI and that also V with being Jabberwocky. So if you have the HI and also that letter V and your Jabberwocky, boom. That's why this thing has occurred the way. And I've heard people in this community talk about saying that, you know, this thing could end up coming about because people are taking this thing. And you know, me, I kind of was like, I can't see doctors and scientists trying to make something that would happen. But now, man, my mind is being changed, man. I'm really starting to think that, man, could this be a possibility? I mean, because this thing, in my opinion, ain't natural. So could it really just be so fucking bonkers that it could actually work off of what we do to counteract it?
Hey, man, can I just say this? Let me see. Let me just see. Hold on. Ghetto knows. The I am of me knows. Guns Coast to Coast knows. Owl Holler knows.
What?
And knows. Hutch knows. Everybody knows.
I can't go back searching, man. I can't go back searching.
I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. We know what it is, man. Donna knows. No, nobody's posting. I'm just including the fam into this. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, come on, man. I'm over here looking through chat. Like,
I know. Like, what the hell are you talking about, man? What the hell are you talking about, Josh?
Humble Lion knows, bro. I mean, look. It's so simple for me, and I know that sounds retarded, but it is so simple, right? Like we're trying to figure out what's going on with this. Why is Europe doing this? What is this strain? What is it going to be like? How bad is it going to get? Da, 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 da.
All right, what do you think?
Prep up.
No. What do you think? What do you think about it, man? What do you think it's going to bring? Do you think it's just going to blow over, or do you think this is something serious we should worry about?
All right, fam. As a prepper, you know what I'm saying? Me doing my thing. I'm gonna tell you, I cannot imagine a second round of the first LDs, the first lockdowns. We would not make it out of that. I mean, in the middle of those lockdowns when everybody was at home, you know what I'm saying? Unemployment, they're making sure that people weren't getting kicked out of their homes. Nobody was traveling. The roads were empty. And you saw the side effects of that. You saw the residual effects of that with shipping. Like right now, we're facing shortages. You know what I'm saying? We're things that we're facing now, bro. Yeah. Another set of stringent lockdowns. I think it's coming. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that it is coming because it plays into what I've been thinking and saying. The New World System. It's coming.
Bro, you know what?
Go ahead.
I'm not trying to cut y'all, man. We talk about supplies and all that kind of stuff. And I was mentioning, well, what about Missouri? We'll be fine and all this. Yeah, but things come into the coast and the Gulf. Things get shipped to us. All this stuff comes into us. I mean, it's not that we couldn't survive off like what the land produces here, but I mean that would put a wrench in everything.
Yes.
All right, well, let me say this,
And
though.
who controls the coast? Just saying.
Let me say this. We're thinking about the U.S. and we think, oh, well, we couldn't survive that. We couldn't survive that. But all of Europe ain't worrying about that shit. They doing them lockdowns, and they got hit hard just like we did when they did it the first time and all that shit. So, I if they do it, just, man, come on, man.
Listen.
Homestead she warned us. We had to take the videos down and stuff, but she said this is coming to America.
Yeah.
You know, like just because it don't happen the next day don't mean it ain't come. They're building this shit up, man. They're really coming at us hard. It's on every news station. Everybody's talking about it. You know, it's here. It's the worst thing to have changed ever.
It feels like the first round when it was like, okay, it is now in the country. Oh no, it is now on the West Coast and the East Coast. It is now so far from your state. It is now in your state. It is now in your city. There are this many numbers in your town. We are not. You know, that's what it kind of feels like.
And you know what comes next because it's happened before. Every time this happens, it'll be tomorrow or the next day. They'll be like, oh, the first case of such and such is in New York City or blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Carnival Cruise Lines. Yeah,
you can almost guess what they're gonna do every time. You know what's coming next. You know, they've done it over and over and over for the past 2 years, man. We know what's coming next.
New York's already getting prepped for it, aren't they, right now?
They're pushing hard on this. I don't know. I haven't seen nothing out of New York, nothing except for crime.
They're packed. They're packed in New York. They are packed, brother. One person get it, it's a wrap. But look.
If it is what it is, it's already here. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I believe it.
If it is what it is, it's already here, and we're already. I told Nisi, I said, because I go by the 2-week thing. It's been from the beginning. It takes like 2 weeks for shit to set in. Then another 2 weeks, it's more. And then another 2 weeks, and then it gets to the point where it's every day because it's just been around so much that people are every day it's grow. So I can just see in the next 2 weeks we're gonna hear more news about it. It's gonna be here in the U.S. and then boom, it's gonna be worse by Christmas. Oh, don't be careful when you go here. Be careful when you go there. Everybody's gonna be, not everybody, but a lot of people are gonna be scared to hook up with family. And then next year, boom, January, February, boom.
Bro, but okay, but so for me, right, like this is the latest and greatest, and I'm just gonna say, man, like you said something was more than likely gonna pop off, and I'm gonna tell you feel like it didn't happen, but I think your timing is actually pretty much on point because they're talking about closing, But look, man.
Sorry.
So no, you're good, brother. So I am also looking at because it's not just this thing that's I'm also looking at, and I hate to say it, but La Palma, that thing is still stupid. So I'm still looking at La Palma, and I'm still looking at, what was it? There were some new fault lines found in California. There's still earthquakes like ridiculously just going off.
What about the solar storm? I'm just going to add a little bit to what you're saying, but the solar storm that's hitting this weekend.
Man, I'm waiting for something to come like an EMP and jack stuff up. Every time somebody says, "Oh, it's a solar flare, it's the biggest one coming directly at us," nothing. I got all my stuff in my homemade Faraday cages and nothing. So but China's not playing around, brother. Taiwan, China, Russia, Belarusia, they're not playing around. They're shooting down satellites, hypersonic missiles, bro. The hypersonic missile they shot went around the world, and in mid flight, it shot off another hypersonic missile.
Hypersonic missile shot off another hypersonic.
It shot off the projectile, didn't it?
There you go.
Shot off the armament, whatever the actual.
That's what makes this thing.
That's wild.
Incredible.
That's wild. So
They go around the world. That's super insane.
Yeah.
I'm more and more starting to believe this dark winter. And I've never not believed it. It's all I've always considered. I consider everything, but more and more I think about this dark winter thing, man.
Yeah.
Chat. I want to know: do y'all really truly think that we're gonna have a dark winter?
Ready.
Dark winter. Do y'all really think we're gonna have a dark winter? Press 1. I'm really interested.
Hey, what do you guys consider dark winter? Like power gone, lockdowns, like
I just think bad shit. You know, stock market crash, maybe an EMP. You know, maybe we lose power in places or in a lot of places or a whole country. Maybe we go to what just something really bad. Dark winter.
Yeah.
Well, how do you not think it's going to come? When people of power say it.
Yeah.
when they say when they refer to dark winter.
Hey man, can you imagine this?
Well, we got Joe Morgan, Backwoods, Japheth, John T. McGill's 0.5. He's like on the edge. A lot of ones though. A lot of ones. I feel y'all. I'm really starting to think, man, this dark winter is something to really be considering.
Hey man, let me just throw this out here. So the first LDs, the first lockdowns, right? When everybody was at home, everybody's car was in the driveway. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was walking their dog. Like everybody was at home in the neighborhood for the first time.
Yeah.
And people were just, out doing yard work or whatever. Bro,
right.
In the middle of the winter, ain't nobody gonna be outside. They're gonna be in their house. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So winter is the perfect time to do like the next LD because you're not gonna want to go out in freezing cold, so you will be in the house.
Yeah,
and that's you know what I'm saying, that like secludes people even more so to just their home. The first LDs I could go outside and be like, it's not so bad. Look at this family down here walking with their dogs. Look, they're cutting the grass. Da, 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 da. No, everybody in the house. That's what I want people to understand. Dark winter. Your solar systems may not be able to catch that much sunlight. You know what I'm saying?
Food at a minimum.
Yes. It's the perfect time to go ahead and really, and we're talking about this. If this thing catches fire, if it catches fire and it you know what I'm saying? They crank that shit back up the way they did the first time. In the middle of the winter. That's it. Internet like outages, power outages here and there.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, it's a whole nother ball game. It's not comfortable. It's a dark winter. You feel what I'm saying? Bam.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I'm just trying to, get some of the chat in there, man. I appreciate y'all here. Holy shit, we got 195 people with us tonight, man. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for coming to listen to our silly asses talk about all this shit. We ain't no experts by far. Y'all probably can just tell just by looking at me. I ain't no damn expert, just by the way I talk. But, man, we dive in. We dive in. Tell them, chat, we dive in. Press 1.
Let me press one. Damn. Hey,
but I tell you, man, the stock market thing worries me a little bit. When the stock, because when that stock market, if that crashes, we're in for it, man. If we're talking depression, and we're talking depression at a time when everything's bad any damn way.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the poster that they put up that makes it look like everything's good, I think we would already be considered in a depression.
Where's
you know what I mean?
Where's Backwood?
But at the same time, when they take that poster down and that stock market crashes, we're done. We're done.
We just had this conversation the other night. We just had this conversation.
Yeah.
So the other night, I mean, we weren't talking about this new thing that's coming. We mentioned the stock markets maybe, fluctuating, but now we're seeing the effects, right? The one thing that I want to tell you is that nothing changes for me. Mattress money. You know what I'm saying? Mattress money. Some in the bank. I'm diversified. I'm diversified, man. And that's what keeps me at peace, because of me being diversified. If one thing collapses, I can still swim. You know what I'm saying? I can still make it. you know, if that 401k tanks, I know it was coming. It's all right. I can still make it. You know what I'm saying? If my physical, for whatever reason, it disappears, then I still have backups to go to. But that's just what time it is, man. Nothing is certain in this time period. As a prepper, nothing's guaranteed right now. Yo, TV, what's all those boxes in the background, brother? I've been meaning to ask you that.
Guns.
All right, never mind.
It's not. I mean, it's all this is parts. All up there, all right here, here. It's all parts, and then this. Well, you can't see it. This whole entire
awesome.
case here is just covered in crap. But
I want to be in your mag, brother. Yeah, I want to be in your mag.
Man, I just think we're all, not everybody. I know there's some hard soldiers out there that just they won't allow worry to come into their brain and in their hearts. But I think a lot of us on this planet right now are worried.
yeah.
And that worry brings on depression and stress. And I think we are a planet of
Man,
stress right now, man.
that's the way you want it.
Shit is on the edge, man. It's not good. It's not good, man. The feeling is rough, man. Constantly worrying about all this shit, and we know we're right on that tipping point,
Yes.
where one little thing could send it, because we're already doing all the medium stuff and the small stuff. That's already hitting everywhere. We got crime, we got shortages, we got food this, we got that, we got blah 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 blah. But we're right on that edge of something big, and then boom, man, here we go. And I feel for my grandkids, man. I feel for y'all's kids and grandkids, man. Everybody in the chat, like, it's just like, damn, man, when's this shit gonna chill out? It's been 2 years of this fucked up shit.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
And compound everything that's about to happen on what happened already. Because people are still recovering from that crap, trying to go back to some sense of normality or normalcy, depending on where they're from or whatever. But
Yes.
you stack it on again. And I'm not talking about for us. I mean, yeah, it sucks for us, but for kids.
Yeah.
Kids are already dealing with all this bullshit and us bickering between people enforcing it on us and all this kind of stuff. And now they're just going to have to deal with it again.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
You know what? Anyone who has kids, the best advice that I can give you as just Josh, a prepper, is to right now, if you haven't, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have, instill the values, instill what is important to us right now. Because down the road, when we're probably not here, and that one thing is going to pop up and they're going to be like, Dad told me this. Mom told me this. You know what I'm saying? So have those conversations. I know you, PLTV. I know you're already doing it, brother. Yeah.
They ain't bad. They ain't bad, man. My daughter's better off than my son.
Okay. All right. I understand.
She's a little badass.
Really?
Yeah, I was talking to her before, and I was like, "Oh, we got to do this and this and all that." She's like, "Well, good thing I already know how to shoot." Well, because she's been shooting since she was like 6, so she's 12. So
What about your son? What does he say?
not yet. He knows guns. He knows safety. He knows handling. He knows for that aspect, but he knows his go bag. He knows what's in there, what it's for. Like, they all have an understanding of everything that they can do for their maturity.
Gotcha. Just tell him AI is not your friend.
I'm going to tell him, make sure to shake every robot's hand.
Wait, what? Hold on. Talk to me about that one.
I'm messing around.
All right. Never mind.
Back him up. Back him up.
Yeah. Headshots.
Right.
Hey, Josh, I was wanting to ask you this too.
All right. Wait, what's up?
You don't see the Arkansas livings?
Yeah. I don't really?
Oh, that's my. That's so fucked up.
We're trying to mess with you, man, acting like somebody.
Hey,
I
y'all
don't know.
are-
Arkansas might have seen something. Might seen something.
Hey, nah, we straight. Like, yeah, we're straight. We're good. Yeah. You see what's by the door. We're good. I don't play around. Yeah. PT,
So-
you know what time it is. I already told you what time it is, brother. I ain't playing over here.
All right,
Yeah.
so do y'all see this thing breaking out? Y'all see the Wall Street shit going on and all this shit going on. Y'all think we're gonna see protests and riots in the streets like France and all them did? You think it's gonna come to that point, or do you think we're just I don't see it. I just it seems like when there's certain people in power,
Yeah.
the people don't hit the streets, and then when they ain't in power, they hit the streets. That's just what it seems like to me. But I don't know. Portland's got some shit going on and shit. But
Can I say something? Arkansas. Yeah.
My bad, Josh.
You really have me wondering if somebody stuck their head in through the door. Nah, go ahead. Get back to it, man. Yeah.
What was you gonna say, Pop B?
I say we fight amongst ourselves a lot. You have
Yeah.
people that are getting united over there because they're all being attacked and they're coming together. And then you have, I mean, now granted, I'm sure there's people that are on both sides of the fence everywhere around, the world. But it's hard to say, man. I bet you'll find little pockets of demonstrations if it gets stupid. But I mean, is it?
But a hard lockdown, a straight up nationwide lockdown from the Biden administration, saying that boom, no state to state travel. Like if this thing is what they're trying to say it could be,
Yes.
boom, they hit us with this hard, extremely lock it down. We are in trouble. There are people laying out on the sidewalks.
They've already practiced this.
You know what? It could be. That could be a straw that breaks. Because I don't think people would go out in their sweatpants and hoodie and go protest. I think people would go out with a visual demonstration of stop messing with us.
Not in 10-degree weather. No, absolutely.
I like the cold, man. I'm all about being out in the cold. Think
I
about
don't mind
it.
the cold
Bro,
either.
Think about it.
Well, my hands.
Yeah, enough. Well, yeah, it does affect the joints.
I'm built for the desert climate, brother. I ain't doing it. Come on, man. Not happening.
Everyone's willing to balance it when it's hot and nice out, but when it gets cold out, only people fighting are the ones that are really, really,
Yeah.
really down.
Yeah. Seriously. Yeah.
You know what I wonder, man? I wonder how couples deal with it. When if you got a couple, and let's just say the man is 100% with media and government and says, look, this should be, and the woman's like, man, forget all this shit. I wonder how hard it is in a relationship, a marriage or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. But, man, look. People, we are about to get. It may not be
Shrimp Zoo. What up? I'm telling y'all got to check out Shrimp Zoo.
Yeah.
He just brings a bunch of information, man. You might not like some of it, but it's worth watching. He's like one of the only ones that goes there. I don't know how he survives on the tube, man, but he goes there.
Hey, I got a question for Shrimp though. He just said Democrats probably wouldn't go out there. I mean, the favorability of who we have in there right now is dwindling away. You don't think some of them might be kind of like?
No, it's too cold. No, straight up, it's too cold. No.
Democrats are in hibernation right now.
Yeah. We'll email. Not we, but they'll email. You know what I'm saying? No, it's cold, man. Nah, it's a wrap. Man. So look.
Will we get if they do a lockdown and stuff like that, do you think they'll go back into the UBI? What is it, UBI? Universal Basic Income. Do you think they'll start shipping out those checks? Would that be a way for them to start shipping out money and getting people used to that?
Brother, Build Back Better. The infrastructure bill. That was funding. That was funding for what's coming. That's our unemployment. That's our unemployment. That's our you stay in your house, you don't get evicted. That's what that was. Build Back Better.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What was it, 1.5? trillion, something like that. That's what Build Back Better and the infrastructure bill was. They have to be able to fund this next LD and the ones that follow. It makes sense. It's logical and it makes it. They're not rebuilding bridges, brother. They're not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you 100%, man. I'm with you.
It's all part of the plan.
What if they're just trying to control the bleed until they got to this point so they could finish doing what they're doing?
That's a scary thought, but I hear you.
Well, I mean, you can't let things. I mean, like you guys were saying, you can't let things go to crap when it's nice and the weather's beautiful out.
That's true.
If you want to get things done, you do it on the weekends, and you do it when it's cold out. You do it when there's a football game on. You do it when something else is out there to check out the squirrel. You know.
Yeah. But look, man. Hey, what's that saying you should always say, PT? It's all downhill from here. It's like the snowball effect. Yeah, as it goes down the hill, it's bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So we have possibly this thing that's coming. That's supposedly so much worse. We still have Russia, China, the Red Dragon. We've got those things. We still have the conflict between those who have and those who have not. You know what my thing is? Because people are like, "Oh, Josh, you're Mr. Happy-Go-Lucky. It's no problem." Number 3, that is my fight. I've tried to tell people so many times. Number 3, that's my line in the sand, and it's right here. It's right now. You know
Number
what I'm saying?
3?
Yeah. The boot.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now
it's gonna be number 4 and from what they're saying, it looks like they're gonna have to do a whole new.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is some people were thinking, oh, it's us against them. No, it is all of us, and they will not stop until we are all on that same level. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the, what do we call them? The pure bloods. I appreciate you guys. There will come a time as to where we will all have to make a decision. And that's it. It's not going to be any way around it. It's not going to be homesteading. It's not going to be off grid. It's not. There will come it's preppers. There will come a time when we will have to make a decision, and that's just prep up.
You know, I always say it's all downhill from here.
Yeah,
but I also say, just let me throw this out there. Don't let the bullshit get you down. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to start saying that more, man. Don't let the bullshit get you down.
BS.
And you also started saying, scrolling down there on the bottom,
believe nothing, consider everything.
That's right. That's right.
No doubt. Press 1. Come on, let's press 1 up in this joker one time for me.
Hey, man.
Y'all know y'all my peoples like that. Yeah. And I'm your peoples, man. We you say, Josh? Fam!
Yeah. That's
yes,
it.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Man, I'm by myself at the crib, man. I'm by myself, man. I don't have no kids, no wife. The only thing I got is my cat. My cat, man. There it is.
There, my cat.
They coming with it. Yeah.
It's all down here. Dusty. Yeah. Man.
hey, they're asking us in here. You got awkward texting, and you got Don and all them saying after Christmas, will it come after Christmas and all that kind of stuff. I just want to throw a little funny, everyone knows they were still willing to cross, frozen river on Christmas night. I'm just saying, there's always people that are willing. But no, for do you guys think all this stuff's going to be, is it popping off too soon? They're asking in the chat. You think it's going to be after Christmas? You think we'd have that much time, or you think it's
I don't. They're already coming at us so hard with it on every news station and shit like that. I'm thinking within the next 2 weeks we're gonna hear about this. I think within the next couple days we're gonna hear about it being in the U.S. Then boom, it's gonna start being this state, that state, this state. If it is what they say it could be, or if they want to push it as if it is what they say it's gonna be. They're gonna go hard, man, and we're gonna have a lot of shit to deal with, man.
Where you at, Hutch? Hey, I got one for you. So my line of work, right? there were a lot of people in the midst of the the LDs and when things kind of loosened up a little bit initially. There were so many people who were like, man, I don't. Before it got announced, was it Christmas or something like that? They were like, I was sick as a dog, and I didn't know what it was. I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like I was sick, like I've never been sick, and I didn't know what it was. I think that, you know what I'm saying, before they announced it, you know what I'm saying? It was, you feel what I'm saying?
Sort of.
And so I agree with what you're saying. I think that whatever they're talking about probably is, you know what I'm saying, here, kind of, sort of.
Do you think that 2022 will be, let's call it the big change? Do you think 2022 will be the point of no return and America will be a different land? You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to be the big haymaker, in other words.
Bro, that happened for me for the first lockdown. I had never seen anything like that in my life. That was the first shot across the bow coming from, I hate to say it, but the Red Dragon. That's when it kicked off for me. And right now it's increasing. It's getting worse.
You know what worries me a little bit, man? And think about this. And everybody in the chat, if y'all with me, man, think about this. We know that China is a big influence in Africa right now. They made major moves into Africa. So we can't, just because something is found somewhere doesn't necessarily mean that it began there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
So the Red Dragon, it sure feels, man, I can't say the words on YouTube. It sucks, man, but you know, warfare on a different level, man. Warfare on a different level. It's nonstop. It's been 2 years of this, man. We've been beefing with other countries, beefing with this, saying this is going to happen, saying this is going to... It looks like countries are setting up for this shit. You got Russia on the Ukrainian border. You got China flying. And why ain't we hearing about this shit no more? Now, I don't know. I don't watch MSM. I refuse to watch them. But if y'all been watching, or anybody in the chat, are they still talking about like China flying jets over Taiwan airspace and all that kind of stuff, or has everything went silent?
I'm pretty sure they're still making moves.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is like they shut up on things. So where's the distraction? You know, the distraction was, you know, the court cases that's been going on. We know that was some kind of distraction. Yeah. Now they're completely silent on this Maxwell case. Completely. The judge said that it's to this and to that for the public. So they're keeping a complete, and it's because everybody's involved that has any money. Yeah. Anybody that runs anything, we're all involved with these people, man. So they're keeping that on the hush. You know, they keep coming at us, man, and then everything goes silent about everything else, you know?
Hey, Poppy.
What's up?
If seriously, look, if you were going to try and take down the strongest country on the planet,
right?
You know what I'm saying? If you were thinking, and seriously, with
you couldn't do it overnight.
Yeah,
you wouldn't be able to do it overnight.
Right. With the arsenal that we have and other people have, if you trigger something like that, then the whole thing is just null and void. No. Right. So how do you do it? This is how you do it, brother.
Yeah.
This is how you do it. You break down the economy. You tell people don't work, stay home. We'll take care of you. I'm sorry. I know you. This is exactly how you do it.
And then you start with the hacking. That's another. You know, we talked about this, man. We talked about different type. You know, in the old wars, we used tanks and missile launchers and stuff like that. And in the new war, we're gonna have computer battles and pipeline battles, and you know what I'm saying? I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
I forgot about that. The hacking, man. Bro, this is why I prep. This is why I prep. Seriously.
Let me ask you this, because somebody asked this I think it was Pot B that asked this. I'm not sure though, but he asked about weather manipulation. Do you think that that's having something to do with it? Somebody asked it. It wasn't you, Pot B. But somebody asked it. You know, was it you, Josh? I don't know. Somebody was talking about it. But do you think that weather manipulation could be a part of this too? With all the, I mean, come on, man. We've had a record number of volcanoes. We got, you know, shit happening to Canada. They're damn near turning into a desert, you know, for a month or two.
Yeah.
I mean, they had 120-degree weather that were just killing people in their houses. There was people that didn't have air conditioning because they never needed it before in their entire lives. And then, boom, they ended up dying because they couldn't get air conditioning because it got so damn hot. You had wildfires that were just off the chain. I mean, the more people talk about biblical and revelations and shit, the more I'm just like, you might have it's all the stuff that's going on, man. All this stuff that we're dealing with.
Yeah, man.
It's so much, man. So much.
Yeah. Fam, prep up, please. Accordingly. That's all I can say.
The more, you know, I see some people, they're like, we're in the end days. And then I see some people, now we're not quite there yet. But I tell you what, every day that goes by, it seems like we're getting closer and closer to being able to say, yeah, we in the end. This is what if Mad Max is like a vacation compared to what the hell we're going to go through? You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
We're going to wish we had Mad Max.
Hey, can I just say this? And I'm going to tell you. Look, seriously. I've mentioned it before, but I'm going to tell you.
Press one.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm sorry, man.
No, you're good. I'm like, yeah, press one. Yeah, press one, man. A couple times.
No doubt.
And I don't even stage yet. Hey, man. So for me, it legit. It talks. Fam, y'all listen to me. And y'all already heard this. For me, it talks about a decision where there's no way around this decision. You hear what I'm saying? There's no way around it. And supposedly there's guillotines. I don't know if it's literal or not, but that is when you exit the scene. That is where we're headed. So we're going to go from all the freedoms that we have right now, the choices, the decisions, prepping, to ultimately it's going to get so tyrannical. It's going to get so crazy that there's going to be, look, they're going to herd you into some type of deal where you can only make one decision. And when, depending on how you make that decision, you carry on with business as usual and Meta and VR and the new system and whatever, or you have to exit this experience and spiritually go on to whatever is next. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, you make me think when you talk, man, and you know, I go all over the place, you know me. But I wanted to talk about this a little bit, man. And I know y'all gonna feel me. When is the media gonna be held responsible? When is the media gonna be taken to court and locked the hell up? Yeah. Because if you think about it,
Trump can
it's
do
the
it.
media that causes all these protests, riots.
Yeah.
The media causes racism in America. The media pushes hate. The media lies to us on a daily. They influence 300 million Americans. Yeah. They come at us hard as hell with this destruction that they're trying to push on us. When are we going to stand up and hold these motherfuckers accountable, man? They should be put in prison. The ones that push the narratives, that make people go out in these streets and burn down buildings and do all this shit. It's the media, man. It's the media, and it's the higher ups telling the media to do it.
You know what happened? They're part of the system. Advertising.
Yeah, but they should be held accountable, man. These people should have charges pressed on. If I get on a microphone in the middle of a bunch of people getting together and I say, let's burn it down, I'm going to jail.
That's what they do.
If you influence that kind of shit, you go to jail. You're not allowed. It's illegal to influence people to do shit, and the media does it all the time. They push it.
Yeah.
They should be held accountable. I think that local sheriffs and in these places should step the hell up and start going into these CNNs, these MSNBCs, and start charging these people for this shit, man. Because media is the biggest thing ruining this country. They're the biggest thing ruining the republic.
Yeah.
They are a parasite on America.
Yes. Guns coast to coast. He dropped Guns, you still in here? He probably isn't. He dropped a deal where he showed media. Okay, look. If some government entity could allot a certain amount of money for media to be fair and balanced, it would be. But I know you all saw this. It was a video. I think Guns dropped it, but it was a video with PHFIZER, something like that. They were all the commercials. Poppy, I know you saw it. They had all the commercials. This episode of such and such news is brought to you by this episode.
Oh no! When they link up everything together, they all use the same script and they sit there and match it together.
It's brought to you by. It's brought to you by. It's brought to you by. And it was all the PFI.
Same keywords in the prompter. They're just reading through the same manuscript.
It's paid for, brother. That's the problem. Media is paid for. If government could come and say, look, we will allot, I don't know.
But when are we as a people going to stand up and say, nah? When are we going to start? There's got to be a way.
It's part of the system.
There's got to be a fucking way, man.
It's part of the system.
I bet you if we
excuse my language, it gets me so frustrated because we always have an excuse of why something can't be done. It's just like Rip Curl just said. We got to stop saying that, nah, this can't happen. This will never happen. We need to stand up, man. And it's people with some sort of power. These sheriffs, man, these governors, these mayors, they need to.
Too. Bro, they got to get paid too. They got to have health insurance. They got to feed their families too, brother. I hear what you're saying.
So money is the root of all this evil.
Man, it's the motivator.
Yeah, no doubt. I feel you, man. But when is it gonna come down to where we say we need some people that say F the money, man?
I gotta download. That shit is gonna happen when there is no more money circulating. That was my download. I just got it. When there is no more money, when you can't have an income, when people are pressed that hard, that is when people are going to stand up and say, nah, we're done with this. Y'all, nah. That's what it's going to take. That was a download.
No doubt.
That's when it's going to happen, brother. When you can't go to work and get that paycheck, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when it's going to happen. Pop B, what do you think?
Yeah, what you think, Pop B?
I thought, well, a couple things. I'm all over the place right now. My mind is bouncing around, but no, okay. So connect everything, right? We always like to bring all the stuff that's going on and connect it, bring it together. And I like to go back to Candace Owens' video. It's still deep in my mind, right? But if you were going to deal with what's the biggest problem, like in the big nations, in the strong nations of the world, what's the biggest thing that holds people back if they were going to be unilaterally doing stuff, across the board?
Yeah.
Two-way, right? That. It's just an issue, right? So if you're going to drop it out, what's the best way you could try to conquer that issue, right? Yeah. You do the cyber pandemic. You drop the internet. You cease communication for people to be able to organize and do what they're doing, and you take factions that are well known, right? And you go that route. Besides all that, it's just fourth generational warfare. It's just farmers with guns kind of stuff. You break down that, and then it's a little bit easier for nations as a whole to, I think, accomplish their goals. But I'm just saying, you have to break down that first. You have to. And what would be a best way to do it? You're saying, hey, why don't we stand up? What if, like I said before, what if they're just really trying to piss us off, and they're just trying so hard, and it's not fucking working good enough yet, and they're pushing another and another. And right when that happens, and they have their justification, or they do their shutdown, or they do their internet, outage, whatever. but they bring it down so the people that are out, that are active, that are willing can be collected. You know what I mean?
But what if what they've done has worked for what they're trying to do, and what they're trying to do is just beat us up so bad that we don't react to anything, and we just end up being those sheep that just follow along, and when they put a lockdown in, we just sit in our house. When they give us free money, we just take the free money. You know?
I can't argue with that. There's as a nation, we get beat down with everything, no matter what it is. If it's a song on the radio for 2 weeks playing every fucking 5 minutes, you know, we get beat down with something until it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't they do it with everything else? They have anything they want to go away. Anything they want to go away, they hound on when it's against them and things like that. When it's a certain, you know, I don't know, case. Like a Maxwell case or something. And they try to make stuff go away. It starts getting heavy, and a lot of stuff starts getting out, and they paint it as whatever, and then they I don't know, they let nothing happen to the point of nausea, so you get built up like you're going to get some kind of fashion of justice. Oh, something's finally coming out of this. We have somebody. Now we have this person. We're finally going to get justice for something, right?
Right.
And then they just keep it going. And then keep it going, and, you know, 2 weeks later, 2 months later, a year later, you're like, well, fuck, nothing's going to happen. And you give up. Right?
Right. Yeah.
It's the same with everything. So, yeah, why not?
Hey, I'm going to make a lot of people mad with the statement, but Trump's going to come back just in time.
Say that again. Say it a little louder. You said that awful quiet there, Just Josh.
Bro, with everything moving the way that it's moving, T-Man's going to come back just in time. I'm just saying.
All right, in the chat, what y'all think? Y'all think Trump's gonna come back just in time, like Just Josh just said?
I feel about
Plus
it.
one.
How I feel about it. I'm just saying.
What if that's the reason they're doing this trial?
To get him?
No, not to get it. To prolong it. Have this thing going. Investigation's still going on. You can't run for president right now. Investigation's still going on, right? And you just keep doing it. You push him out of the way. If he didn't go for it next time, or some faction of that person didn't go for it next time, then no one's going to care anyways.
I'm enjoying this. Humble. I'm enjoying this. He just did an interview with Rittenhouse. Stop it. Wait. The I am of me.
But let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this. I wonder, Just Josh, how I gotta tread lightly.
Yes.
How could he, if he couldn't do it in 2020?
Yeah.
How could he in 2024? If you know, how can Trump become president if he's not allowed to become president? If he wasn't allowed to become president in 2020, how is he going to be allowed to become president in 2024?
Wait, how is he not allowed?
I can't talk about it, but I think you would probably know what I mean.
No. It's all good. It's all good in the hood, fam. No.
You think it was legit? You think 2020 was legit?
And they got you. They got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Glitching like crazy, Tribe.
I know, man, because it's Trump. Because it's Trump. But what I'm saying, he couldn't become president in 2020, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so how could he do it in 2024? Like I just wouldn't they do the same things that they did in 2020? Wouldn't they do it in 2024?
No. Look, all right.
You don't think they could, or what? Brother, I mean, really talk to me, man, because I need a perspective on this.
Brother, look, I am here to collect information. The people that I work with on a daily basis are highly intellectual. I talk to a guy who he legit takes pictures of galaxies, right? And we had a conversation about this. This is how I roll, man. Like, I talk to people.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know what? There is no one who can stop that. He's like, I never thought about that. But can you think of anyone who could go against T-Man? A red wave is coming.
You couldn't have told me in 2020 that the old man that's sitting at the throne right now could have ever been anything. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Everybody who took a gamble and a chance and wanted something different for whatever reason invested in Potato. And Potato has flopped.
I don't think he would win because you're going to have another person you could choose from on the other side also.
Who?
And
Who? Brother, who?
There's
No,
numerous people that
this
would
is
have been a
part of the
better candidate than the we had. You know what I mean?
Who?
Of the ones that were over there.
Anybody
Yeah,
who's available.
There was it almost, well, not any of them, but there was a lot of them that were a lot more well spoken that could have been a lot better. And I'm not going to be going.
Look who beat him in 2020. I mean, that has to be the worst
T-Man
dude ever to become president, and he did.
Yeah,
you could put a child in there, and it'd be better than this dude.
Look, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you're not right. But T-Man will legit tear anyone apart right now.
I would agree that he would be a lot more popular than right now.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, for the people that did, regardless of how you think it went down, for the people like in the chat, and everybody,
yeah,
for the people that did vote for Biden, do you think they're going to sit there and go, "Oh, I was wrong," and vote for Trump?
No,
they're going to vote for a different nomination for their.
Okay,
party.
Can you imagine this? Rock with me. Can you imagine this? If we do go through this LD, and it is as bad as what we're talking about.
Yeah.
When that time does come, if we make it to that time, which I think we will, but it's gonna be a shit show. Yeah. When he shows up, there was people were going to be looking for any form of power of somebody who can grab the reins and say, "Look, we're gonna get this straight." We just went through the second or third lock.
I hear. Okay, let me cut you off just for a second, Josh, because this man ran in 2020.
Yeah,
our government went completely Democrat.
Yeah,
in 2020. And there was many people to support this man.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is when he runs in 2024, if he runs in 2024, he's still going to be going up against what beat him in 2020.
Which was what?
No matter who the hell is sitting there as the person who's running on the Democratic side.
I hate
these people are still there. These people that make shit happen, they are still there.
No. I can promise you there will be. Okay, do you remember what was it? Maricopa County.
You look like you're dying to say something, Pop B. You're sitting there with your fingers twirling. Yes.
Conversation. Maricopa County.
Yeah, brother, I got you.
When they were scared to step outside of the polling, that is good. No. Look, do you remember when the motorcade was? I'm not gonna say it was like when the motorcade was. They were like fearing for their lives because they had like jacked up trucks with the big tires. Possibly, bro. Yeah. That is going to be times 1,000. I'm just saying. We gambled with potato, and look where we're at. It's going to be 10 times worse when that time comes back around.
So let me give you a different scenario.
Go for it.
Right?
All right, give it to us.
Let's say Trump runs. No, let's say Trump runs. He goes in there against who beat him in 2020. However, we think it went down. Let's just say, it is what it is now, okay? But let's say he goes again, and there's still a massive amount of support for him. Mm-hmm. And he gets belittled and berated, and his family gets destroyed in the media. And again, for a whole cycle of campaigning, right?
Right.
All that does is create what? Division. You're not going to have one side all of a sudden be like, hey, that's not nice, because they already have this, fake hatred or whatever you want to call it for him anyways, because it's been like perpetuated on, right? So you're going to have this even stronger divide. Now, let's say he loses again, right? However you say he loses, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's legit or not. Mm-hmm. You have way more pissed off people that had their president berated again the entire time, and someone they hate to death become it for a second term that has been destroying our nation. Yeah. But we would be so crumbled as I don't know politically how you'd recover from that, but I mean, I think it would tear a lot of people apart. It would separate states, I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
If he it would separate states if he came back or if he just ran and it happened like it happened in 2020.
Ran and lost.
Yeah.
You have to lose. You have to lose because if you win, it is what it is. You know, you can have riots and protests, but it is what it is. But if he ran and lost and got berated, because he's not going to get celebrated or any kind of like equal justice or anything in the media. You know what I mean?
He just
he's going to get talked down to, and everyone that supports him is going to get talked down to.
I get so frustrated, man, because when I look at it, man, I look at it through these eyes.
Yeah.
They're all part of this controlling slave system.
Yes.
Republicans and Democrats.
Yeah.
If Trump is really who he portrays to be and what his followers claim him to be, and I'm not saying he's not, I'm not saying, y'all know me, I don't believe in none of it. None of these people. I think they're all crooked as hell. But what I'm saying is, if he is what people think he is, and he's the savior or some shit like that, it would, if he was elected, it would bring down the entire system. It would demolish they're not gonna let it. Republicans don't even want this dude, man.
Bro,
it worked because both sides went against him when it came down to it.
Hold on, PT.
Hey,
hold on. Liz Cheney is no longer a Republican because of that.
Who?
Liz Cheney. She's a Democrat now. And I'm not even playing the Democrat versus Republican because I'm a moderate. I don't believe in any of it. Poppy, it's Friday.
What's up, Hutch?
It's Friday. Hutch.
Sure.
Let me ask Hutch. Let me ask Hutch.
Bring him in.
Hutch, who can run against T-Man 2024? Who can run against him?
A-list celebrity.
What? A celebrity? Matthew McConaughey.
We had Reagan. No. We had Reagan. We had Trump.
Yeah.
They're going to steal the game plan. They've got ignorant people like Nicki Minaj, the Jay-Z peoples. You know what I mean? Like if Kanye would have been serious for the Democrats.
Hutch.
Nicki Minaj was on the
lie.
the freedom side. I'm just gonna say.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not coming back outside if that happens.
Can you imagine if you be the face of the Democrat
you're breaking
Party,
up, brother. You're
tell
breaking
me
up.
that will unite. Algorithm.
I didn't hear, man.
Breaking up, Hutch. Breaking up.
Here, I'm gonna kill my can.
Shit, I just know he had something important to say too. I know he was about to nail it.
I'm gonna kill my cam. I want to hear it.
I'll kill my cam too.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Do it, Hutch. Do it.
Can you hear me? Am I good? No.
Yeah.
Break it down for us, brother.
Am I good? Can you hear me?
5 by 5.
Yes,
right.
we can.
I was going to say, imagine if you get somebody like Tom Hanks to be the face of the Democrat Party.
Oh, fuck.
That
me.
would pretty much unify 75% of the country just on, likable factor alone. You know what I mean? But if you could do that, you figure they're already breeding, politics into some celebrities like Nicki Minaj hanging out with Potato, just different, so they're slowly bringing them in. Eventually they're going to find a face that's going to be, hey, this, and I'm thinking that's what it's going to be. They're going to go for the popularity.
How about Cardi B? No,
Hutch,
not her.
Trump will stick a nickname to them, and that will be the end of it. Little
And-
such and such.
Trump's
And
getting
let's-
overrated. He's played out. I'm just saying. It's old news.
And let's not forget something here, fellas. Let's not forget something. This is the first 2 years of the Biden administration. He don't have to start doing good things and propping up for the people until a year before the election, a year and a half before the election. Believe me, it's not going to look like this when it gets close to that election. The media is going to make us look like we're awesome. The government's going to be coming out doing their little press conferences saying how great everything is. And look, we just had to get through the bad parts because of Trump. Trump messed everything up. And believe me, there's going to be millions of people who fall for the bullshit. They do every time.
Hey,
It's such an act. It's such a act with these politicians, man.
I
Mark,
can't argue with that.
Mark, bam. Hey, mark my
Press
words.
one.
Mark my words. Watch.
Radio,
watch,
what's going on with you? What do you think? You think Elon Musk would be a contender if
Nah.
he decided to do something like that?
He's an alien.
No, he has to go back to his home planet eventually.
Exactly. Exactly.
What about Zuckerberg or one of those types?
Oh,
Got
Would
meta.
they be celebrated enough to be able to pull some numbers?
He's got meta.
oh man.
You know who's going to be running. You know who's going to go at it again is
I'm listening.
what's his name, man?
McConaughey.
Nah, man. Damn it. Man, I can't. I'm sitting here picturing. I'm just squirrel as shit. I can't. He ran for. He was with Kim Kardashian, man. The dude.
Oh, Kanye.
Kanye. I kept
Hey,
thinking
get out.
Kwame for some damn reason, but Kanye, man. You know Kanye gonna come out the woodworks.
I'm done with the planet after that.
I can see Jay-Z and Beyonce, one of them trying to do something.
Hell no. She's possessed.
I think this whole Maxwell thing's being put on silent because I think there's people that are gonna be in the headlines on the politician thing that might be involved with that shit.
Hey, ready? Let's go down. Let's go down your rabbit hole a second ago. You said it. Everyone's gonna believe the lie, right, Travis?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Biden's tearing this place apart, right?
Right.
Driving it down, driving it down, driving it down. They're showing animosity between Kamala and him.
Yeah, they're saying they're at war with each other.
Yeah.
2 years later, they take him out, they put her in, and everything's magically fixed, and she goes for another term. And
Oh,
then
no.
she gets 2 terms after that, so she goes for 10 years.
Bobby, she's done.
Somebody's got to play the hero. If they
Someone
make
has-
him look like he messed up so
Just-
bad,
And she
Chemical.
came around with like, that's what you got to do.
Let me thumbs up this.
Well, you know what's going to be so rough? What's going to be so rough is he is tearing this country down so badly that anything's going to look good in another year or two. It's going to look fabulous. I mean, it's.
Hey, eventually, all the
I
homes-
guarantee you. I'm sorry, Pop B, but I guarantee you, come the year before the next election in 2023, we're going to be hearing that we've taken care of the Wuhan wiggle. Everybody's doing good. The economy's shooting up. We ain't got to worry about this no more. And it's all because of Democrats and the administration that came in and saved the world from Trump and all the deplorables. And it's going to happen, man. And it's going to be all over everything. You're going to have, how can you, we're screwed, man, because the Republicans are in the seats with them. There's Republicans that are running with they're all in the same thing. Then you're going to have Facebook, metaverse, whatever you want to call it. They're going to control the whole narrative. You know, they're going to block anything about anything being able to say anything about anything. You know what I'm saying? It's impossible. It's impossible, man. Their roots are so deep rooted. It's going to be impossible to beat these sons of guns, man.
I got to find out where Just Josh lives. I'm going to put a little like Roomba and a little robots, and they're going to like bounce against your door. And every time you open it, a new robot's going to walk into your house.
Shooting all of them. I'm shooting all of them. With Fiat home defense 12 gauge rounds. Nope. Yeah. Hey.
What do y'all think about this? What do y'all think about this?
That's one.
What if there's no Trump, there's no Biden, what if they come out the pocket and they say an independent? You know, every once in a while in this country, they have to do something that's completely out of the norm that knocks us for a loop, and boom, they hit us with a libertarian and they actually put that son of a bitch in office.
Bro, I think
And then that squashes everything. That squashes everything because we can't complain about Democrats. We can't complain about Republicans. And then they can both rebuild their stature for that 4 years while this independent dude's in there.
the only thing that comes to mind when you say that is Ross Perot.
Yeah.
And he messed up the whole system. You know what I mean?
Bro.
He split the vote. Ross Perot, remember him back in the day with the ears,
Mhm.
Texas guy.
Yeah, I remember.
He's the one that
Big money.
cost first Bush the election. because he split the vote.
Yeah.
That's the problem with being something new, is that it's going to take many and many years for it to catch on big enough to have numbers to actually to make a difference.
Trump. Sorry, T-Man.
Hey,
You think he will be president in 2024, Josh?
Yes, absolutely. Bro, he
Wow.
just did a photo op with Rittenhouse. Come on, man. The hero. Come on.
What
Yeah, he's trying to gain popularity, that's for sure. Or
Bro,
keep the popularity with the people that are with him.
Liz Cheney is a Democrat. Just saying.
Yeah, well, Lindsey Graham.
I don't understand. I'm sorry, Josh. Forgive me for being ignorant, but I don't understand what's the big deal about Cheney being a Democrat.
He runs. She stood up against him when all of the shit was going off. She stood up and she took a firm stance against him, and now she is out.
So how does that help him?
Bro, no, that shows you his power. That shows you his power, bro. Okay, boss, a boss. They move silently. They move behind the scenes. They politic. They run things. That's what they do. For her,
well, let's get a vote, man. Let's get a vote. I ain't trying to cut you off, man. I'm sorry, but I want to get a vote in the chat because you know we got a lot of people in the chat, man. They're hanging with us tonight hard.
Are they?
How many people would be happy if Trump became president in 2024?
No,
I know some of y'all say he ain't gonna run, but seriously, press 1 if you would be happy to have Trump as president in 2024. Press 1. I really want to see, man, how many people, because that'll. It's like a small poll.
I got a caviar.
I'd be happier than now.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. It's
You
not.
don't know that. You do not know that.
It's not about who would be happy. It's about who would be accepting, who would be comfortable with that. 3.
There's a lot of ones. I
Bro,
must say. Except for Blind Survivor, he ain't feeling it.
Bro, when you
Appreciate your honesty.
look, when you go out to something that's, when you have to go out to something that is totally foreign.
Wow.
Right. I'm just saying. But multiply that with a third LD, with the economy collapsing, with war, with legit war going on, possibly with food shortages, with famine. And all we need is somebody to step in that is going to put his foot down.
Hey, we keep talking about another election. What if the point is not to have another election? What if they're trying to drive it down to the point where they will never have an election again?
Possibly.
Man,
hey,
chat, I appreciate y'all.
Bro,
I'm sorry, y'all. I just got to give props to the chat. I can't keep up with the chat. I'm telling y'all, it's like 30 chats all at one time, man. Y'all are killing it tonight, as always. Thank y'all for being here.
Smash the like.
Press 1. Press 1 for the chat. Press 1 for yourselves. Y'all holding it down tonight. I appreciate y'all. Eddie Howe, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. T-Man exposed the hidden rhinos and getting the right people in place now. Okay.
Brother, I'm just saying, it's about power. The alpha. I'm just saying, when all else fails, you're gonna pick the person that's gonna be the strongest, that you think is going to be the strongest and make things straight. Go ahead, Pappy.
I'll give you this, man, because you're on the Trump for 2024. He did say before. No. I'm not saying like you're on that train. I'm just saying like that's what we're talking about.
Prophecy.
Yeah. So, okay. He already said before he doesn't like losing. He already said before if he ever went for it, he would never go to lose. And I think the fact that he lost his second probably really messed with his mind a little. Not in a negative way of saying, but like,
yeah.
I could see him trying to get in the right limelight and start piecing his stuff together, and then like, time to do it. I could see it.
Look, he didn't lose. No, he never loses. He did not lose. It was stolen.
Okay. You know what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
stolen. What happened did not let him stay there.
Kings.
That's what I'm saying.
But if you look at it this way, technically Trump, a nobody, was president. You know what I'm saying? He won.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He won life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the next step for him is to allow his son to have the presidency.
I hear you.
He's got to get that legacy to be the first president that's got 4 damn kids, in the family line that are presidents. I mean, that's really the only logical place he could go to keep moving up.
Wait, who's the son? Who's the son?
Junior, and I forgot the other one.
One guy is a weird guy.
I don't think there should be legacies like that, like what the Bushes did, and like what the what the Clintons tried to do. I don't think that should one and done. Your family's done.
They're going off. Hey, Hutch, the chat is going off.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, I just want y'all. Hey, I'm just saying.
I appreciate it. I appreciate that in this chat, it ain't just mob rule. Like, everybody has different opinions. Everybody, this is what it's about, man. This is what I wanted, this to be for so long, is to have different people with different thoughts and different minds and being able to express themselves. I don't see, come on, man. I almost just stood up, man. In this chat, nobody's attacking each other. Nobody's getting mad at somebody else for having a different thought. Nobody's cussing one of us out for thinking something different. This is what it's about, man. We're fighting back, and we're doing something here, fellas. We're doing something here, man.
Hey, that's it, Cherokee.
And the chat, we're doing something.
Yeah, Jared. Hey, Jared. Fam, I'm sorry, y'all. Jared legit kind of wigs me out. He wigs me out.
I don't like the face.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's like he doesn't know if he should smile or keep a straight face, but then I
ain't gonna lie. The Ivanka, is that the older? That's the older one, right? She looks like a bigger twat than Hillary. I ain't gonna lie. She's just got that face. You're like, she's a bitch. You know what I mean? I just don't like her. I'm just
gangster. Yeah. Eat you up and spit you out, man.
Right.
Hey, for everyone sitting there saying how some kids are flag laws and some kid, supported Democrats, he's not a Republican. He ran as a Republican.
Right.
He's been center of the line, and he has views on both sides regardless. He's just a businessman.
Wait,
and he ran on the right side.
T-Man?
T-Man. He's not a Republican. He ran as a Republican.
Okay, that clarifies exactly what I'm saying, brother. That's why I'm saying
I don't like everything he likes. I don't like all of his all the stuff he did. I don't like what he did to the Second Amendment. He didn't. But I still liked a lot of the stuff that he did do. I still think he did some foreign policy stuff that was fantastic and everything. But anyways, go ahead, sorry.
Okay, so y'all heard what he just said, and that is what is going to get him back in when the economy is for shit, when food is hard to find, when war is at our doorstep, like the bangs are already going off, when it's our 3rd, 4th LD, and we're still talking about multiple jabs. And your boy steps up and says, I'm going to put an end to all of this, and I promise you. And it's him against DeSantis. And he gives DeSantis the nickname, little such and such from Florida. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about, Pop B.
I can throw y'all for a loop. Man,
do it.
Okay. We see these the technology gurus. We see these Mark Wahlbergs, these Jeff Bezos. Why has nobody ever talked? They're quietly taking over a lot of the world right now. Why couldn't one of them run for president?
They're paying for it.
Could we see a Bezos running for president, a Mark Zuckerberg of something of the type?
Nah.
It would hurt their income.
Why not?
Yeah, it would hurt. It
would hurt.
Right now, I don't think they have the popularity. Let this meta kick in for about 10 years, though.
Well, why run when the people in power are just the face of? They're the ambassadors of the country. The people that run the country are the ones with the money.
Facts. Press 1. You hit it right on the nail, Pop B. I'm with you, man. No doubt. No doubt.
That is it.
Drop the mic. Pop B, you don't even need to be here no more, man. You just said everything you need to say. You just hit it right on the.
That's it, man. They're financing everybody.
EWPN.
I don't know though, but we're in a world of celebrity right now. Maybe that position could be one of those multi-billionaires, and they just want that position of celebrity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many kids are, spoiled kids got the damn Instagram, and they'll literally kill somebody if they drop below a couple million subs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they had the power to be president, you know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah, man.
Y'all want to break the tension and hear a joke?
All right.
I had a buddy that just sent me this. He goes, I met a woman outside the mall crying. She said she lost $200, so I gave her $400 of the $200 I found. When God blesses you, it's imperative you bless others.
No.
What?
Because he found her money and he gave her 40 of it back. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, no doubt. Kings Outdoors, no doubt.
right. So see, that's where's the line at? When is it okay? Trump is just a man, or Trump is the savior? You know what I mean, because some people are getting that confused. But then at what point does it become, okay, we're tired of the status quo just because he's the lesser of two evils? When does that stop mattering? Like, no, we don't want either one of these sons of bitches. We want somebody who's going to do it right, or somebody that we want. When is that change coming?
I think it was a revolution. I think it was a revolution and it didn't finish. I think it was like the breakthrough that we needed. And since it didn't come to fruition, we're all just sitting here with our dick in our hands going, well, that sucks.
Yeah. Hey. Hutch. Seriously. Potato for a lot of people was the less, what is it? The lesser of two evils.
Lesser of two evils.
Nobody really cared about him, but hey, let's see where this goes. And look where it went. We're in the shitter. Yeah. So you know what? It's time to go back the other way, where we had a little bit more certainty about how things are supposed to be ran. They are going to be willing to look. I've talked to so many people about politics and when Trump was president, and they'd all say, if we could just get him to control his mouth, we would be fine. He just, if he would just be quiet, we would be good. And I can promise you, coming up 2024, that nobody's even going to care about that. We're going to be in so much of a shit show that they're going to be so happy that someone can get this thing back on track. Nobody else is going to be able to stand up to that. All right, that's enough about politics.
There you are.
We're all going to die.
Man, we've been rolling for 2 hours, man. 2 hours. We at the 2 hour mark, man.
Yeah.
I really don't. We got so many people chilling with us, man. The chat is rolling, man. We're in deep discussion.
Yeah.
I mean,
who wants another hour? Press 1.
Oh my goodness. You're killing me, Hutch. You're killing me.
Tribe ain't got no Niecy tonight. He's home alone. He wants to hang out with y'all. 12-hour stream.
What'd you say?
12 hours.
Who wants to talk truth until the sun comes up? Press 1.
Hey, try.
Man, my camera's freezing up. See, the camera's even telling me.
Yeah. Hey, another lockdown?
Oh, Lord, the ones that come flying in.
Even Niecy
sorry. Just
Niecy press 1. You ain't got no choice
Press
now.
1.
What the hell?
Tell Niecy no. How dare you?
How does that work? She's in the chat.
No, keep going, Josh.
I enjoyed her the other night. Hey, man. Another hard lockdown like we had before, like the first one. I don't see how we come out of that straight, like we're recovering. I don't see how we come out of that. Like we're still dealing with the residual effects of the first one. You know what I'm saying? You remember the lines? Like they had the car lines that were like 2 and 3 hours long of people waiting to get food from like the food banks and stuff.
Yeah.
And all the people.
I think it's gonna happen again, man. I think it's about to happen again.
But that was the first time I saw grocery stores empty. You could only get 1 case of water if they had it. The bread was gone. The eggs was gone. The milk was gone. I was like, what the? I mean, I was prepped, but I was trying to, just get, some extra while I could.
Yeah, no doubt.
It wouldn't come out good if there was another one like that.
Okay, well, here's one for you then. At what point, like right now, it's real, but it's hyped up. I mean, it's super over propagandized, right? So at what point does a new variant come out to where it's like it's actually potent enough for us to actually be like, okay, it's not propaganda. We're pretty much fucked now. You know what I mean?
Tomorrow.
How long do you think we are from that point?
Tomorrow.
It's been fun, y'all.
They're saying it could possibly be here now, man. But I think it for us, for the diehards who won't believe and don't believe, I think it would take like family members or somebody close to them. I think they would have to see it because there's some really diehard folks that just ain't playing that shit, and I think it would take they would have to see it for themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's further than that though, brother. Like firsthand experience. It's even further than that. You know what I'm saying? Like I wish I could give you examples, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't go trying to get people off oxygen who said like I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's been 2 months and like we're just now getting off oxygen. You know what I'm saying? Just recovering some senses of balance and that type of thing. And hardcore, like, no, and I'm talking like 70, 80 years old. I ain't doing it. It's not going to happen.
Let me ask y'all this. And I know this is a hard question to answer sometimes because, it's hard to answer some questions. But should we be taking what they're coming out with right now? Should we be taking it very serious?
That's the question.
Okay, so that's hard. It is hard because as a prepper, you should take all information unbiased, no matter what, no matter where the mouth it comes from, because for all you know, they could be saying all this stuff and we're all complacent, saying, oh, it's all bullshit, and then it's something completely different that they didn't understand because they're not fucking geniuses. They can miss things and think it is another variant, but it's a completely different disease. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so many things that could happen. You can't. You're either trusting them so much that they're such an expert, they're never going to be wrong, and they're doing it. They're being foul play on purpose, or.
Yeah.
But I don't even think that you have to look. This is why I say maybe we should be taking it serious, and it's because of all the things going on that we already see. The entire Europe is locking down and doing all these things. And yes, we can say that, it's just, they're doing it for this, they're doing it for that. But we see that happening. Yeah. Then boom, you got them shutting down borders. Boom, now you got the U.S. on Monday, borders shut down.
Yeah.
It's all over. It's like more than just the news telling you. There's other signs that you can look at, like maybe... Okay, now if this is what they say it could be, it makes sense why Europe is doing what they're doing. Right. To a point. Not really. Us in America, we don't believe in lockdowns and shit, and we shouldn't, because I've always said, tell us the truth and let us handle it the way we got to handle it. It's just the way it is. They shouldn't be telling us what to do, period. That's what America is about, freedom. But in these other places... You got to look at what's going on to try to come up with a conclusion in your brain to what is going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Well, is this was the last year just a stepping stone to okay, now everybody pretty much has picked sides. You're either full mask or anti-mask. Is that so? Hey, now that the more deadly variants can come in and kind of weed us out a little bit. I'm just saying, if y'all want to throw some tinfoil on, you know what I'm saying?
What if none of it's about the variants at all? What if the whole entire thing is just control?
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking about colds and flus. Now, there's multiple variants of colds and a lot more of colds, but of flus too, and that's why the yearly flu shot is a hit and miss, because they take the most probable thing they think is that variant for that time. You know what I mean? It's not 100% known.
But what if that's our biggest weakness? What if that's our biggest weakness, that we just blame everything on control, and they know that? So that's a good weapon for them
Yeah.
for other things, or it's a big disadvantage for us because we're not taking nothing serious and we end up not protecting ourselves.
Right.
Then we're to a point where we fucked ourselves to oblivion. We can't even game it anymore. You know, well, you know what I mean? Like it's because that now there's so many different possibilities for them doing a stronger one, or it's a different one. They're stupid, or it's control. I mean, that's, you know what, goes back to it. You said she should take it seriously. Yeah, at least at first, verify, protect yourself, protect your family, and verify, and then go on with life.
If this is what they say it might be, and I know I keep saying it like that because that's the only way to say it. If this is what they say it might be,
Right.
then you know, when it comes down to it, if you're a prepper, if you're anybody, you're gonna take precautions.
Right.
If this thing comes out to be something very serious, man, you're gonna want to wear a mask. You're gonna want doctors and stuff to come up with a way to fight against it. No?
Hey, man.
I'm still no matter what it is, I'm against the mask because I don't think they're used correctly.
Gotcha.
That's the only thing. It's not. I understand what you're saying, but I mean, my kid's got a nasty ass cough right now. Nothing else going on, but I think it's because he sits there. He's a child that's developing, and he's breathing in his own nasty ass stagnant air the whole day at school. And that's a whole other fight that I'm dealing with. But
It's happened with me working all day. It's happened with me at the end of the day, like 5:30 when you've been, you know what I'm saying?
when you've been breathing your own
Man, it's like,
for 8 hours.
and I'm doing exercises, brother. I'm marching, you know, hip abduction. I'm doing all those things. So I'm like, no, I can't take it. You know, like when I leave out the house, I'm like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? But one thing that I will say, and I know the chat's probably going.
Well, let me ask real quick though. Cause I throw shit in the game, y'all. Don't get mad at me. But just Josh, have you gotten sick? Have you caught the thing in the past 2 years?
Tell you, look, all right. My experience for me is gonna be different than a lot of people, man. A lot of people. The stories that I've heard, the experience that I've had with this is just gonna be different. Okay.
You don't want to answer the question though, if you've caught it or not.
I thought I did once because I experienced something that I have never experienced in my life. Right, and I'll just throw this out here. I experienced it after going into a place where I was not notified by my superiors that this thing was there, and I went in and everything was cool. We were doing our thing, and then I noticed a cough in the background, and then somebody said, "Oh no, yeah, that's one of those, you know, it's you know." And I was like, well, wait a minute, hold on, let me go outside and make some phone calls or whatever. I went home the next day. I had waves. I did a video. I had waves of fatigue. I had waves of like headache and just craziness.
Right.
And I did all the things that they said to do. You know, a couple days. I stayed home for 10 days.
Shit. Spilling shit all over me. The ice broke loose. I'm sorry, John.
No, you're good. But brother, for me, and I've talked to people who have lost close family members. I've talked to people who are on oxygen. I've talked to people who can't walk from the front door to the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? I work with people who have been in the hospital for 3 weeks and they can't stand up. I've helped them get out of the bed. So it's different for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You want me to hit y'all with something, man? This will be interesting because I want to hear.
Just Josh.
What's up?
I was one of those.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Sorry. I want to hear it.
All right. If it comes about and this thing's serious and it's really hitting hard, do y'all think that lockdowns would actually help? Could lockdowns actually help if it really got shit hitting the fan? I mean,
it's never really a lockdown.
Yeah.
If we had a true lockdown, do you think? And I don't. I'm just asking the questions here. I'm putting y'all on the spot. But you look at Australia. Has Australia done better? I mean, has China done better? We don't know because China never tells us the truth about nothing. But they probably had the harshest reaction to this thing out of anybody, and they said they only had 3,000 people die. So could it ever get to a point, and maybe not even with this, but maybe something different comes out, and it's very serious, and it's 1 and 2 get taken out of here. Is there ever a reason for the government to come in and say that's it? We need to lock it down for real and complete shutdown.
No.
Never.
Everyone should be I'm libertarian. If you want to do heroin until you die, go ahead and go do it. So if you are concerned about something, stay in your house, get your preparations, have somebody get preparations for you. Stay in your house for a while until you're comfortable. But if you don't give a shit, go outside. And if you die on your own accord because you chose to, right? I'm just saying, if you get sick, because anybody can go out. I take a chance driving to work and getting hit by a car. You always take a chance of doing something. Everyone's got to make their own choice.
Right.
I don't know, man. I think being open and honest. You can tell when somebody's being honest. Giving options. Look, I don't really have kids, but apparently if you have kids and you tell them, look, don't do this, don't do that. You know what I mean? 15, 16, don't, you know what I mean? They're going to do it because you told them not to do it. So when you make people, human beings, when you make them do something, they're going to rebel. That's human nature. You just be honest, open, and say, hey, look, we're going to try to do this the best way we can. Go ahead, Bobby.
I was going to say, do you think it throw another wrench in it? Because this is fun. I like throwing wrenches in it, Tribe. You think?
Yeah, no doubt.
Do you think we've screwed ourselves by going so crazy to the fact that instead of letting it spread and letting like children and our youth and stuff like that get the immunity and stuff from it, protecting the elderly state might not say something. I can bring her groceries. You know what I mean? My grandma will say, she's on a different level for me, right? She'll never get that, but she wears a mask. She's like she's gonna do what she's gonna do. You ain't never gonna tell your grandma to do anything. But anyways, I think we screwed ourselves by not letting people get some fashion to earlier variants of an immunity.
No,
off the hand, and probably multiple, because I'm pretty sure I've had it twice. I had a doctor tell me he think I had it twice, but I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
That's why a lot of people they sleep on natural immunity. And
I pay attention. See, I pay attention, Paula. Sorry, Hutch.
Oh, you good. Squirrel.
Man, my bad, man. I did not mean to cut you off, man. I really didn't.
All right, that's the show, guys.
I was saying, they're pushing pharmaceuticals really hard, but you never hear anybody talks about a natural diet, healthy exercise, build up a natural immunity. You know what I'm saying? Eat some dirt and deal with it, kind of shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Nobody pushes that anymore, and anybody who does gets shut down. So I think it's
that's true.
Okay, well let me ask y'all this, man. Let me ask y'all this: if this thing comes about, what can we do as a nation, not as a individual, but what would you expect your government to do to protect a nation against a nothing?
Man, I'm gonna say.
No. Oh, hold on. I'll say it real quick. The federal government should do nothing. They should provide assistance, but not intervention. That's my only thing. Because we're in a society that if we stop doing something, we're already reaping the rewards. We can't. If we stop doing something, we're screwed. So the people that are willing to can keep the system going. And if we stop that and we sit there and keep, poking holes in the boat, we're just going to sink. But I mean, I don't think the federal government should ever intervene in our personal lives, health, or anything.
Poppy.
Well, think about it this way. No, hold on. So you get people that have like legit illnesses, and they can't take that, right?
Yeah.
And they're going to force it anyways. What happened to the drummer of Offspring? He
The
had
who?
a legit illness.
Okay.
Offspring, the band, punk band, old band, aging. But anyways, he got fired. He got kicked out of the band because he couldn't take it.
Yeah.
But his health wouldn't allow him to. His doctor told him, "Don't do it. It's going to be bad for you."
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you sit there and you can't have somebody force something on people that it's between you and the doctor. It's an intimate thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm with you on that.
It's like me saying everyone should be circumcised. Some people like the extra anteater. You know what I'm saying?
Hutch.
You can't just go in there and start sniffing at people's penises.
Hutch.
Okay, well, let me say this. And I feel you, Pop B. I feel you 1,000%, brother. But what we do know is that the government will step in and they will do things. So let's look at the possibilities of what they will do. And we can look at Australia.
Oh, crap.
And they've already started building centers in America. We know that there's been people who have let the information out and look at this place being built. Look at this place being built. When will they step in and say, okay, maybe it's time to do a little Australian on our Americans and start putting them in a bus and taking them to these centers? Y'all know what I'm saying. Be careful how we say it, though, because I don't want to get this one stricken down. We've had some good conversation tonight. You know what I'm saying?
It's a fact. Man.
Before midterms.
Before midterms?
Really?
Do you think it's coming, though? Do you think the bus ride to these centers is coming?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you think it will only be in places?
It's going to be voluntary at first. And a lot of people are going to do it willingly. They're going to fill it up. They're going to find some kind of way to make a revenue off of it while they're there, and then they're going to expand from there. They're not going to do it for free. There's going to be some way to get paid out of that whole system. Somebody's getting paid big on the back end of on those camps.
All right, let me ask you this, man. If this happens, I believe that it might happen in like San Francisco, New York, Chicago, these places that really go hard. Could we see a immigration thing happen in America where, like New York City says, okay, we're going to start doing this, and we see 2, 3, 4, 500,000 people dipping overnight, and it be in different places at different times? Could we see complete mayhem with people trying to get the hell out of Dodge because they know New York City's about to implement this thing where they're going to haul you off to these centers?
Yeah.
But what would be a better way to take it? Look at the way, was it? No, hold on. It was one of them. Tim Pool was talking about it. They have their visitor centers, right? That's what they're calling them, things like that.
Right.
So if we had to implement it here, you don't want to make it scary. You want to make it like a freaking vacation. Wi-Fi, and you got your pool time, your meals are brought to you, whatever it is. Everything's there and catered. You go in there, you're good, go home. And they keep doing that. You've got it. So I could see the next year being like, well, no, this is a regular thing. Look at these people going in there. They're on YouTube and they're doing this stuff, saying it's how great it is.
Yep.
And you normalize it.
Yep.
Then you utilize it. Normalize and utilize.
But you're still gonna have.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right, Pop B. Don't think I go again. Y'all know
No,
I always try to come up with something. We war gaming in a sense, but we know there's going to be plenty of people who are not going to fall for the bullshit. Right. We're not going to fall for these YouTube videos coming out saying that everything is great here. I've got such great Wi-Fi here. The food is fabulous. Yeah. There's so many chicks here,
Yeah.
There's just, they got a pool. They got pool tables.
Food's good.
Well, I think they're going to be
buffets.
The big selling point, since there's so much division, you've literally got people saying, I hope you die and I hope your kids die.
Yeah.
It's for your safety. We need you to come to this place.
Yeah.
And that's how they're going to push it.
Yeah.
I gotta give it to the chat real quick. I gotta take a moment out to address the chat. I do this on every damn live stream, but I gotta give it to y'all tonight. tonight has been the biggest night on Prepper Tribe for the amount of people that's been in the chat. And we have had almost 200 people in this joint. We are 2.5 hours in, and y'all are still killing it in the chat. Just killing it. Press 1. No doubt y'all are doing the damn thing, and I appreciate y'all. And I appreciate y'all on this damn panel, man. Y'all are killing it. This is so fun. These conversations are so fun, but it makes you think, man. Y'all make me think of different questions to ask, but it makes me think about all the different scenarios that could actually happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are going through it. Did you ever think we could ever have conversations like this? I would have never thought these conversations would ever be in America, man. This is North Korean shit that we're talking about. These are the things that happen in North Korea, China, not America, not Australia, not England.
Hey, how long do you think they'll keep people in these camps? That's a question that I have.
And the chat is oh my God. I'm still scrolling.
You think they'll do the 14 days and then let you go back home?
No, make it open-ended.
Yeah.
Until it's gone, until you're done, until it's better. Because if you give them a timeline, you can let people out in 3 days and make people, oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But if you think logically, though, if you're setting up a quarantine community where people can walk around the sidewalks and shit, then that whole place is quarantined at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And
So that whole place has to fill up before you start your quarantine time.
Right.
Because you all have to end at the same time. Otherwise, you're just walking around with more sick people. How are you going to keep track of, you know what I mean? It makes no sense.
I didn't
So,
think of that.
you know what I mean? Yeah. So each camp itself, you figure, would have to be a set amount of time.
I didn't think about that. That's good. Damn.
I know stuff sometimes. What?
I'm learning. Just in case. Just in case. Somebody's like, I'm going to the camps and I'm going to eat good and they got Wi-Fi. I'll be like, well, look. If you go in,
Monique, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. A doctor was raided by the Canada CDC, and they went all his right for past 18 months to see who.
Yep, I believe it.
Wow. Wow.
That's their enemy right now, bro.
That's craziness, man.
That's their enemy.
I can see things getting a whole lot worse, fellas.
Yes, it's gonna get.
And let me say some of the things that I can see getting worse. We see these things going on in Canada with people getting raided and shit. There's shit going on in America right now. People getting raided too. There's FBI telling Jay-Z to erase his emails and shit. I think there's going to be a lot more of that type of stuff, and it's going to be right here on our own land. They're going to start hitting people's computers up. They're going to start raiding the hospitals. They're going if this thing hits hard, man, we're going to be in for a whirlwind, man. It's going to be a wild ride. Yeah. I think we're going to see, because you see we had protests and riots just from shit that happened in 2020, and I can see it being worse than that. And I don't care how cold it is outside, man. People will stand up and get their ass out there and do some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You have to be motivated. And look, those riots and protests came from incidents that we all watched on television. Incidents. Can you imagine, seriously, if people can't feed their family? If they can't provide an income, they can't get access to money to. Those are the riots and those are the protests that aren't going to end, because you're not just going to stop and go back home, because what's at home? You can't feed your family. You can't, you know what I'm saying? So things will get worse, more detrimental.
I'm going to be Debbie Downer real quick. There's people saying those internment camps basically are going to be will cause people to fight. I honestly don't think it will. Just like the same situation now. If you don't see it, it does not affect you. You don't give two damns about it.
Yeah.
Here in Missouri, or on the East Coast, if 38 people in California get put in one of these camps for not being vaxxed or whatever, do y'all really give a shit, or are you just going to keep sitting there? Oh, that's messed up. Somebody should do something.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying that's how I think it's going to happen. It's going to be so scattered in the right places that there's no reason for people to fight because it's, you know what I mean? It doesn't affect you.
That's the slow burn. That is the slow burn. I'm worried about when they start coming for people who are unpinched, that don't want to be. That's going to be the real flashpoint. You know what I'm saying? The slow burn. Yeah, to make it acceptable is going to be the people who are like, yeah, okay, I'll go, whatever.
Here's the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Finish, man. I didn't.
Finish.
I was going to say Tim Pool said the best argument towards those camps, right? And he calls them concentration camps and stuff. But I mean, like he sat there and he goes, it's all fun and games, you know. They're for close contact, you know, contact tracing, possible cases, and things like that. Just that's what they're putting in there, right? So now you take this, right? You get some lockdowns that happen, and then all of a sudden people get in the street, and that's a super spreader event.
Yes.
And they sit there and they start getting facial like, I mean, it's not hard to get, you know, who's going to be there. Not everybody, but enough. And you take a whole mass of those people and you throw them in there and say, y'all got to wait here until we know you're good.
Yeah. Scary.
All you're doing is deterring people from ever going out again. You keep on doing it enough, and you're going to take away the people that do cause trouble, and the people that were on the fence about it are going to be like, you know what, this ain't freaking worth it.
That's scary, brother.
What I see is the biggest thing is when people ain't comfortable no more, because I think being comfortable is the biggest weakness we have as Americans against the system. But I think when your children start getting put on a bus, or you know what I'm saying, when your sister gets put on a bus,
yeah,
when they put your mom and your dad on a bus, that's when shit's gonna hit the fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, to bounce off Poppy real quick, could you imagine? Just from what he just said, can you imagine going to like in the mix? Can you imagine going to a grocery store where there's like a trace tracking? You go to a grocery store and there was somebody in there who supposedly was tested, you know, with the plug.
Yeah.
And then they come to your home like 3 days later and they're like, excuse me, sir, you were in such and such location. We need for you to come with us.
And when it's nighttime?
Yeah. And that's it. You're out. 2 weeks. Indefinitely. That's crazy, but it's possible. That is very real and possible. That's
or what about when it hits a school and then every single person in that school and everybody they're connected to, and they bring in 12 buses?
It's possible. That's our future, brother. I'm going to be in the house. I'm not going to grocery stores. I am not, brother, I'm prepping. I'm not going to be anywhere except in the house. Look, when the shit hits the fan, the doors are closing. I got everything to go up over the windows, the doors, all that shit. It's done. Holla.
Everyone will know what's happening because you'll have a video dropping every other hour on the hour.
Nah.
You're going to be in the house anyway.
Calm it down, brother.
Nope. Batting down the internet house.
Everything.
All right, well, what comes first? What comes first, fellas? Is it going to be the dark winter, no power, food shortages for real? Or are we going to go away from that and not worry about that and think that they're going to use what's happening now and what's all over the news today and yesterday, and that's going to be what dark winter is going to be? Because we're thinking all kinds of different things could happen, man. What's it going to be? What do y'all really feel is what are we closest to?
All right.
Hey, I'm going to let you answer, or not let you answer, but I'm going to jump out of your way here in a second, just Josh. But what if we do a 1 in the chat for no power, a 2 for the food shortage, and a 3 for what we're talking about right now with the stuff going on, and poll them while we're saying ourselves?
All right, press 1 if you think we're going to have like a dark winter because, you know, no power and stuff like that. Press 2 if you think it's going to be because of this new transformation in the thing and this whole shit's about to blow up. Or 3, what was 3?
Well, the variant of like the lockdowns, all this kind of, you know,
That kind of goes with 2. So we got a 1 or a 2. What y'all think, chat? What y'all think?
I'm with you,
Bluegrass said 1, 2, and 3.
I'm with you, Bluegrass.
Blind Survivor said we're gonna have a number 4. Just Josh said 1, 2, and 3.
Oh God.
Damn, everybody thinks it's gonna be and I feel him.
What's a 5? I don't want to play
4
this
or
game
5.
anymore.
Damn. Yankee ain't playing around.
Strategically, like if you look at it from a strategic standpoint, first you cut off the food and you slowly starve the people. Then you cut off the power and you attack their body and their immune system and let them, you know what I'm saying, you're cold, you got no power, you're, you know what I'm saying, depression, blah, 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 blah. As soon as the sun starts coming back, people are starting to get that vitamin D, like, oh, I can go out again. Boom, gonorrhea hits. You know what I mean?
What? I don't want that.
That's the new variant.
Right. That's the 20.
But let's look at it. Let's look at it like it is 1 and 2,
Yeah.
and that would be the perfect scenario for the people in charge, because you could, I just put the chat up there. If everything did go dark, and then they started coming in with these centers and pushing, lockdowns and putting people in places and stuff like that, and then we wouldn't even know. We wouldn't even know what's going on unless they knocked on our door and put us in the bus.
What?
Yeah.
What if you got to scare them first? You got a new variant now, right?
Mhm.
You got new stuff. All this, they hype, and then after they say, there's lockdowns or whatever, you guys got to stay, or suggestions or whatever you want to say to get people to go home. Then they do the power, the internet, and things like that. So they've scared you, they've locked you. Now they take away your communication, so you're not going to be able to sit there and tell, like we're doing now. Is it bullshit on the East Coast? Is it bullshit on the West Coast and all these different areas of the world,
Yeah.
I feel you, man.
Yeah,
I feel you.
There's some tests about that.
Hey man, I'm just gonna type in news. This is how I roll. So I'm just gonna type in my cell phone. I'm just gonna type in news. Right?
EWPN.
EWPN. You're right.
Absolutely.
EWPN like a mug.
All right, let's see. Hey guys, just Josh with an EWPN news update. Okay, so let's talk about this. These are the facts, and this is what you need to know. No, man, but look. So I'm just scrolling through the random news, and we have the variant, right? Concerns. What else do we have? We have the variant concerns. Africa. The variant concerns.
It's everywhere.
More concerns.
Everywhere.
So I mean, that's what they're pushing. I mean, they got something about a mall shooting. You know what I'm saying? But that's their agenda. That's what they're pushing right now. So
Let me ask you this: How many Americans do y'all think are sitting in their house right now and they're wishing the government would do a lockdown because they're scared of this thing coming? They're hearing all this stuff in the media. They're seeing what Europe's doing, and they're like, "Why the hell ain't we doing this? Why the hell ain't we acting like Canada? Why the hell ain't we doing the things to protect our people?" How many people do you think are sitting in their house right now? Do you think it could be half of America? Because if it is, we got some problems.
40% people I know. 40%. 40. The people I know, 40%.
Because I seen it, when 2020 hit. I seen how people were gung-ho with the government and everything they wanted to do. And it was like, whoa.
Yeah.
People want to be protected. People want to, save me.
Yeah.
Hey, all those old sayings are sayings that we still keep true today for a reason. The whole security and freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you guys want to go down a rabbit hole on something, there was a report that I'm going to be doing here pretty soon for EWPN, and it's basically that the farmers and the ranchers in Northern California, Oregon, and Washington State are experiencing droughts because California is getting all their water. So they're trying to figure out, saying, who's more important, the city folks or the people actually out there putting in the work. So that's something I've been looking at the last couple of days.
Oh, I can't wait for that EWPN, brother. I can't wait for that EWPN. I'm just hearing rumors, just for the chat. I'm just hearing rumors that EWPN is about to flood the market with some serious videos. We're coming. I'm hearing rumors. EWPN is going to be coming hard in the next week and two.
Yes. I agree, 40%. Yeah, man. Bro, it's the collapse of the system. I'm sorry, yeah.
So how do we deal with that? How do we deal with an America where let's just say it's 50-50 and 50% of the people want these things and 50% don't, like, and then the powers that be of course want these things. So now you got 50-50, but the one half of the 50 are at a weaker advantage than the other because the other goes along with the system. You know what I'm saying? Right. How do we deal with this, man? Right. How are we going to fight against these centers? How are we going to fight against these lockdowns? What do we do?
Prep.
Prepping's not fighting, though. Prepping's hiding in the closet and waiting for the noise.
Freedom scenes.
You know what I'm saying?
Doomsdays.
At what point is it worth standing up and being like, okay, we're done with this bullshit? You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Eventually, force is going to have to be required. Prepping don't mean shit when you got 120 days worth of food and you're on 118 days already. You know what I'm saying?
You have a greater divide of people now, though. And I'm not saying like there's not people that wouldn't do that. I'm for it. I get it. But you have the people that are for it, like Tribe's saying, like, what if you have people for it? You have people that don't give a shit, whichever way it goes. You have the people that want to stand up and fight, and you have the people that want it to freaking crumble. Yeah. So even of the people that want to stand up and fight, you've already dissected and split them even more. So I mean, it comes down to like you have 330 million people in your town who's on your side at that level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could stand up and shout, but fifth generation warfare is going to deem you a psychopath and throw you in jail, and then your whole cause just went to a 10-year prison sentence for nothing.
Yeah. I'm just gonna lock my doors. I'm gonna prep up and lock my doors, brother. Food. Water.
I know some people didn't want to hear that, but that's just what I think. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Man, it's so deep. It's so deep, man. I love these conversations though, but we're working on 3 hours, y'all. 3 hours. So we're gonna end it. We'll go another 10 minutes. You know, we'll be close to that 3 hour mark and we'll start wrapping it up. But we're going to have to do this again, man. This has been a great night. Again, off the chain, chat off the chain, the conversation off the chain. We got to stay on top of this, fellas. We got to stay on top of this, man. Keep the conversations going. You know what I mean? Yeah. Keep the eyes open and the ears listening.
Brother, seriously? No, that's facts. Because, look, where we're headed next week, the next 2 weeks, the next 3 weeks, it's uncertain. We could be back on a seriously hardcore lockdown. Look at Europe. I mean, look at Europe. The money is getting involved, and this is how it happens. When they start to close the borders, money is being affected. Travel is being affected. It's uncertain, man. Bam. Prep up and be ready for anything. If 2 or 3 days from now, which probably won't happen, but we have a hard lockdown, just be ready for whatever. Prep up so that at least you can make sensible decisions, not rash decisions, and just do the things. Yeah.
Hey, I'm just saying you got some people in there asking what EWPN is.
EWPN, Early Warning Preparedness News. We got a bunch of content creators, a bunch of channels. We're all working together to try to come up with, you know, not no fake shit. We're trying to let people. We have a channel where we're all together on this channel, and we're trying to grow. You can reach us at emails, but the channel is the EWPN Network, and it's already close to 100 subs over there, if not more. I'm not sure. I haven't checked, but if you want to sub up to it, Nisi, you want to drop that link in the chat. If y'all want to sub up to the there it is, the EWPN Network. Check it out. We're going to be dropping videos over there. We're going to be dropping videos on our channel. See, what we want to do is we don't want to flood our channels with just news stuff. So we're not just going to just be posting news stuff, but We're really going to try, if we hear something or somebody sends us an email and there's some information that needs to get out there, we're going to try to bring it to you. And we have a bunch of channels involved. That way we can reach more people and more information can get out there, because that's a way to fight against the system. They try to control the narrative. Mainstream media tries to push whatever they want on us. This is our way of trying to fight back and trying to bring some real shit.
Yep.
Mary Beth,
EWPN.
if you look it up in the search bar, it'll send you to ESPN, but look underneath the search bar in light blue, it'll say, "Did you mean EWPN?"
Look for this symbol. Look for that logo right there.
Yeah.
Pop B, you got one of those?
Oh, you talk about a little something like that?
Yeah, one of those. If you see that symbol, you know it's EWPN, and we coming at you. We got a lot of great channels working together. You got all four of us. Then you got Native Voice, Arkansas Living, Rip Curl, Backwoods, Niecy. She's doing her thing. Check it out, man. We try to bring real shit. No fake shit. We don't deal with the fake shit. And
We're not the only news that matters, but we only do, news that matters.
Yeah. Yeah, and there ain't a whole lot of like when we do our live streams, we're opinionated and we talk about things and we do our thing. But when we drop these news briefs and whatnot, man, we don't really put a whole lot of opinion in there neither. We just try to bring what we see, let y'all know what we're seeing, or somebody's sending us in an email. We get some information from somebody or something, or we read something that maybe somebody wouldn't pick up on because it's in little print and they're trying to barely put it through. We try to bring it to light.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. It's been pretty fun. I'm enjoying the hell out of working with all these fellas and these different channels, and I hope y'all enjoy working with me too, because we can all be a pain in the ass sometimes, but we're just trying to do something real. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
They yell at me behind the scenes, y'all. I'm gonna lie.
We're abusive.
Yeah.
No doubt. I'm saying, man, y'all got anything coming up? Besides the EWPN, are y'all working on anything interesting? Pot B?
It's a here and there for the next at least definitely next week. I'm done with school and all that stuff this week, but mom's going on hospice right now, so we're trying to be there for the last days.
Yeah, man. Big prayers, man. Big prayers.
Absolutely. Seriously. I'm just ranting, man. I got a couple rants I'm gonna put out. Just ranting. All this craziness.
Make sure y'all keep Pop B in your prayers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the chat. It's his mom's, man. We're wishing the best. You know what I'm saying? Press 1, no doubt.
Hey, just so y'all know, my mom's side of the family treats death like gangsters. All right, she's like, F the hospital, I want to go home and die on my bed kind of thing. She ready to go. She done with this world.
Gotcha.
Celebration, not sorrow. That's how it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, we almost at that 3-hour mark, man. We've been running it.
Gotcha.
Maybe we man, I don't know, man. I'm feeling these live streams. I'm having so much fun with everybody, man. I might jump on here tomorrow night again. I don't know. I'm definitely, and I got to do me a members live too. So members, hang in there with me. I promise. I'm gonna do something. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna do it. It's just Niecy left me, and I'm trying to figure out how to use this new shit, and I need Niecy here to help me with. I can't even figure out the old shit without Niecy. Y'all know how it is.
She's been gone 3 hours. All the plants are already dead.
I swear, can't feed myself around this place. I get lost going to the bathroom. What the hell's going on, man?
Goldfish and shit.
But I just want to say, man, I appreciate all y'all in the chat. Y'all have knocked it out the park tonight, man. Y'all are right there with us, man. We do the best live streams, man, all of us. And I'm talking about chat, people on the panel. We we just do the damn thing. We hang hard, we dive into it. And I appreciate all y'all being here. All y'all that have hung all these 3 hours, man. That's unbelievable. But thank y'all so very much. Had so much fun. Thank y'all on the panel. If y'all got anything y'all want to say before I hit that end broadcast button?
Bam! Prep up! All right, I'm done.
Hashtag
No doubt.
EWPN.
What's up, Hutch?
EWPN.
EWPN, no doubt. Pop B, anything?
No, I was just gonna say thanks for having me on here, man. It's been a while since I've been on live, so I kind of enjoyed every time I get on here. So
Hell yeah, man. Thank you for being here. Thank all y'all for being here. And everybody in the chat, we'll catch y'all on the next one. No doubt. Peace. We out of here.
Bam!